If anyone wants coffee, I've got a fresh spot going on the forward galley. Pour me a cup. I'll be right there.
Alright, ladies and gents, and welcome to the stream. I love this album. That was, I believe, Timothy Seal's redo of the MechWarrior 2 soundtrack, which I have been trying to get running. It is a total prick to try and get that thing to work now, but I am working on it. So how are we all going? So I just bring everything up here so I can actually see what the hell is going on. I didn't actually have much time tonight to check through most of the stream details and setup, so I'm hoping everything's actually functioning at the moment. You can hear me fine, because I have no idea what my drunken ass left this like on New Year's Day. So, whoa. Hang on a second. Might actually be getting rain on this end again. How you doing, Ivor? And I know I've got Tal in chat at the moment. How you doing, mate? I will be in to Discord in just a moment. Alright, so, I nearly actually wasn't going to play this tonight. I was going to run up another game, but I thought, no, we'll do a little bit more mech hunting before we get on to the next set. We're in the final third of the campaign at this point, but I'm not happy with my current tonnage. Yeah, that is definitely rain. It is pissing down. I wasn't expecting rain tonight. It tells the chat. Yeah, so the plan was hopefully the rain doesn't mess up my net connection or shut anything down here. It has a bad habit of doing that. Remember, at the moment, NBN wireless, so anything in the atmosphere tends to mess with things. But then again, sometimes it rains and I get better connections than I've ever had. So we'll see. If the chat starts getting choppy or the stream starts getting choppy or turns to crap, guys, just let me know and I'll pull it up and we'll see what happens. Must be those Serbian tears coming through. Oh, isn't that a shit show? I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit later on. So, anyways, we got some fixing up to do here, and I'm not overly happy with the actual weight. Our tonnage isn't bad, but for the final third of the game, usually I had a really good start on this campaign. We got into 60 tons within the the second mission. And I was packing a fairly heavy lance of around the 50-60 ton area for most of the game. But we're getting to the area now where I should be starting to get... I should have most of a good assault lance. And I don't. I've only got the Highlander at this point, which is a little disappointing. We've definitely got a couple of good mechs in here. We've got the Archer, which is fantastic. We've got the Warhammer, and we've got a few others floating around as well, although they kind of need to be put together, or they're not too bad. But I need to spend a bit more time finding a little bit more weight. So I think we're going to spend a little time hunting around just to see what we can get to drop. In particular, we're going to be looking for assassination missions. We are going to have to burn some time here just to get everything fixed up. I've got 2 pilots out of action and most of my mechs out, so we'll have to advance up here. Anyways, I'm going to get Discord up. And hello, Tal.
Hey, mate.
How you doing, buddy? Alright, so now we're ticking along. I think I've got everything all set up. We'll pass a bit of time. And once we've got everything fixed up and sort of refreshed, we did make a load of money at the end of the last campaign. We came out with... We made a lot of good mech recoveries, we got a lot of cash, so we're flush, and we've got a lot of spare parts. So I can afford to blow a few days actually getting all this bolted back together without having to be too concerned about it, and then we'll have to go and see if we can find some more work. So it's Dragon back in and Centurion back into play. We'll probably advance forward through to the next financial report, which is coming up now, because we've already banked at least 3 or 4 months worth of payments for what I'm happy on. So at that point,
financials whenever you are.
Alright, so current funds will be left over after operating expenses will be on 5.7 million, which is good. Not great. I would like higher, but it's not bad. +1 morale will take us up to 735, which will give us more aim shots, so it's tempting. It is tempting, because we're going to have to bring a couple of new pilots in and spend a bit of time training them as well. That's the other reason for doing a little mech hunting today, is it gives us an opportunity to actually train some lower skill pilots up before we throw them into missions where they're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, getting morale up is oftentimes worth it, especially with the payouts you're getting at the moment, so...
Yeah. Well, it's more for the mech recovery side, because it gives us a bit of a boost. It allows us to use a couple of our abilities a little bit sooner. So, I'm not flush enough to go for extravagant, but a generous. We'll do a generous for a month. So we can wear that. Hey, can you guys hear the rain coming through the mic here at the moment? Is that actually picking up, or is it just far enough away that it's not coming through? Let me know. Because that is fair thumping down at the moment. I hope I got everything inside.
I can't hear it here over on Discord, so...
Okay, so that's a good sign. Alright, that's okay. I can hear it here. It's a little distracting. I wasn't expecting it. We had some thunder this afternoon, but I wasn't expecting any rain. We had clear skies most of the day today. It was actually really muggy. Alright, so Most of our mechs are put back together. We'll just double check the mech bay and see exactly what state we're in. So I've got the Warhammer up, the Dragon, the Quick Draw, Centurion's good, the Marauder's up and running, and the Highlander's up and running. We've basically got everything except the Catapult, which is 2 days out, and all of our pilots except Medusa are up, who is 10 days out. Now, we don't need to worry about Medusa. She's a more advanced pilot. I'm more concerned with the little baby pilots we picked up that we got to spend some time on. So we got Gyrojet here. It's going to need to be worked up. You know, trying to go for the ally out of buddy, what's that game? Horizon Zero Dawn. Going for the alloy look. Shocker's the other one we need to work on as well. Though not going too bad. 5, 5, 5, 5 across the board and sitting on 1,600 points ready to go through. What were we going for with you? You were going to be trained and be a match for my for Hunter, for a secondary pilot for the Highlander. Okay, so that's what we're doing with you. Cool. Now I think I'm back up to date on exactly where we're all at. And mechs are looking good. So, contracts. What have we got going in this area that we can do? Not a bother.
Max.
Yep.
I'm a bit disappointed.
Bye.
You didn't call me Martha.
Astella says maybe
Did you just see the result screens for that one, or did you actually watch the replay?
No, I just saw the result screens on that. Tal went about murdering everybody and doing some heavy lifting in World of Warships the other day. Was it over 200,000 damage and you annihilated most of the enemy team on your own?
Yes, 207,000 damage in a tier 5 destroyer and something like 6 kills.
Jesus. Yeah, I would consider playing a little bit of that tonight as well, just for a change of pace. The problem is I tried updating it the other day. After 12 hours, I gave up, and it only advanced 30%. I have no idea what's up with Wargaming's launcher, but seriously, the way their game actually runs and the speed it downloads, it makes Gaijin and War Thunder look extremely well done. So I'm going to have to leave it overnight for another run to get it to update.
Yeah, the Wargaming update server is just ass. Absolute fucking ass.
Ambush, recovery. There's really not much here. Not a huge fan of these recoveries. Wouldn't mind doing a little bit for the Capellans. Kidnapping by the locals, no ransom around local granular sympathizers. Indicating she's held a local government facility there. Our intel failed to trace her to Leighton, so any loyal mechs are several jumps away. We need your help to extract her. Reconquest is destroy base. And that comes with a travel to Weldry, which is where we need to go for the War Council. I don't want to do that yet. I want to stay away from the next series of missions. Looks like we'll do Lost Air. I think we'll do Lost Air, and then we might have to move on. These are just a really crap collection of missions here in general. So Recovery in the Jungle. It's 419, which isn't terrible. 2.5 skulls. But it's guaranteed to have better loot than the ambush convoy, although that is 3.5. I'm not sure I've got the mobility in the mechs that I've got, though, to be able to take out the target units before they run. At least one lance escorting, no, and a 3.5 skull there'll be 2 lances, but there's a possibility it'll be 2.5 lances of crap. And the extra reputation with the Capellans is probably going to be more useful. So we'll take that. So I am looking for metal here, so we're going to be going for 315 at 128,000. And that will pump our reputation up with the Capellan Confederation as well, which should give us better rewards in the long run. So we'll accept this one. Now, take the Highlander. Decker, you're out. I'm putting my pilot back in. Cool. Alright, so Archer. We'll leave the Archer in place as well. you know, let's bring out all the fun toys. We'll bring out all the fun toys for this round. Alright, so Archangel in the Archer with Gunnery 7. Shocker and Barak. It's only a 2.5. We'll pull Barak out of the Marauder. Actually, no, we'll swap them. Marauder in second, Archer in... We'll put the Archer in fourth. Archangel can keep the Marauder in play because she's got overheat, and that's going to be running heavy. Put Shocker in... Do we want to do it that way? Yes. Yeah, we'll put Shocker in the Dragon. And let Archer use them. Let Garajet use the Archer, the missiles on the Archer as a start earning some points. It's the Archer will be a little bit more friendly with long range shooting, just due to the missile spam.
Yeah,
So more likely
there
she'll
is
get
a
the
reason
points.
why I love the training simulators as an upgrade for the Argo.
Yeah, I've got them going, but I haven't had them in long enough for her to have enough points. She'll likely have points after this mission. So I just need something that I can spam, because I've got to work on that Gunnery 2. That Gunnery 2 is terrible. But that's alright. I've got a Gunnery 10 on my main, Gunnery 7 here on the Marauder. Between these two, they should be able to pull apart a mech. And I've got Sharpshooter with a railgun on the Highlander. So if we run into anything nice, I should be able to straight snipe the cockpit out of it. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Sol, the
basically,
fan
and,
you hear in the
putting-
background... Oh, sorry, I was going to say Sol, yeah, the fan you hear in the background is actually likely the fan that I've got running in the office at the moment. Despite the fact that it's raining outside, it's like 31 degrees at midnight here. You know, the fun of being in Australia. So, yeah, I want some air circulating so I don't overheat.
Southern Hemisphere sweat present.
Hey, it's good fun. I like our summers. It would be...
I'm not mocking you.
It would be weird. I know the traditional Christmas is the white Christmas with the snow and all that, and I do want to see one at some point. I actually would like to see two. I would like to see a traditional Christmas, and then I would like to do a Christmas in Japan. There's just two places I really want to go.
Are you dead yet?
No, I'm not dead yet. I'm only just starting up. I'd really like to see both of those.
I'll hurry up and die.
But it will be weird seeing snow at this time of the year. Cal, what mods am I running? On this one, none. I'm playing through I'm refreshing myself on the game, playing through the campaign as standard. Then I'll be doing another run through it, and I'll be starting to use a couple of the Battletech Advanced mods, is what I'll be going for. Solar, I just shoveled 6 inches of snow to clear my drive. See, that is something that I've never had to do and never had to concern myself with. Alright, so first step, target location of the last unknown signal. Okay, so looking to the left. And extraction is to the north, which we shouldn't have to worry about, because as a general rule, I kill everything.
Out there. Big ones.
Alright, so paths...
Including all your own pilots.
Hey, I've only lost 2 in the entire campaign.
So far.
Well, we'll see. Up, down, around. It's definitely going to be spawns in from here. So we've got water down here we can use to cool off if we get close to the base, so we can put the mechs in. Lots of hills, not a lot of obvious paths through. We got dumped with 18 inches the night before last. See, because we don't get snow here, that's a really disturbing
I'm walking here.
comment.
I've got 18 inches.
Moving out.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that.
Around.
Honestly, it would be a it's something that I'd like to experience a couple of times, but I'm not envious of the heavy snows.
You'd like to experience 18 inches.
Shut up, dead meat.
Enemy detected.
Heading out. Mm-hmm.
I realized what I
Roger.
said about the time, that I said it.
You just need to make sure that everybody knows that you're talking about inches of snow.
Oh, we got a Wolverine coming up
Not
over the
inches
hills
as
over
wide.
here. Now, I've got no scouts in this particular lineup because I'm doing crew training on 2 new pilots, so I don't know the weight classes of any of these. It's the disadvantage of not. It's why I normally carry 1 scout with my Lance at all times, or at least 1 scout trained pilot, because then you get at least the weight, the tonnage, and you can sort of work out what you're facing. But we did pick that up for a second. That one is a Wolverine, so not a major concern. We'll just blast that. I'm not interested in it. No, I love it. 6.6 litre turbo diesel with 4-wheel drive and locking rear diff. It's fantastic. Okay, you know what? I can see the fun in that. I can see the fun in that.
I'm receiving you.
Right, I just kind of like spending Christmas by the pool. Though, as my wife pointed out to me,
I'll be honest.
I'm a bit more reptile at the moment. I got a little sunburnt the day after New Year's, and I'm kind of shedding at the moment.
Rolling.
Yeah, I was a little bit dumb. Did the stupid. Got a little bit too heavily baked. Enforcer.
On the plus side, that means your wife can now make a video of you and put it on Tiny Tales.
Yeah, I make all the videos for that, which is actually why I'm behind at the moment. Large laser, small laser, AC-10. God, the Enforcer's light on armaments. It doesn't really matter what we hit it with. Heat is going to be an issue, and Alpha Strike is going to blow us up to half. Let's take the large laser out. No, let's take the medium laser out. Yeah, we'll drop the meds. Just go for the PPCs and the large laser. We can get 3 cycles before overheating with that one. And they're all of our 70s. Yeah, not great hits.
Ready for orders.
But we've now got line of sight, so now Gyro can practice her...
Target acquired.
Yeah, practice those LRMs to get some points up. It looks like this isn't going to have
here.
too much in the way of good mechs, as far as I can tell. It's not looking promising for a start.
On my way.
Alright, so heat load is low here. 75 on the SRMs. AC5's looking good. That is
Here
good. Just
goes.
use the Enforcer and just beat down and get,
Scored a critical hit.
to get our resolve up. Right, now you... take you to the top of the hill, and you'll be able to get some shots down and spot what the unknown third mech is, Vindy. Nothing good so far. Well, I expect we'll get reinforcements yet, so I'm not too concerned. Nothing worth using a shot on. Keep the Gauss rifle out. I've only got 16 tons of ammo on board, and I don't really need it.
Engaging target.
What?
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury.
Destroyed the cockpit protection mod and injured my pilot with 1 shot. What the hell was that? The whole point of that mod is supposed to prevent that from happening.
It's okay. Damage is light.
Okay, that was an
Damage
expensive
minimal.
mod too. That's just dropped my pilot to half health. It's only 1 of 5 injuries that he has, but he's lost 2 additionals because the cockpit mod was destroyed. That was a big hit. If I had had, say, Gyro in the cockpit, that would have just about killed her.
Oof.
in one shot in a Highlander by an Enforcer.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, what can we do with this Wolverine? Low hits on everything, but that's to be expected.
Apparently the game wants to make that meat happy.
Yeah, we can't have that. Alright, fire everything in the arch. Oh, no, there's no point wasting the heat. No point on the SRMs. Cycle 2 meads at 40% and the LRM-15s. I have no idea what the hell is going on over there.
I'm ready. Moving to position.
Oh, see if I can pop
Pulling
this
up a
thing.
seat.
Alright, so that's with the AC-10 out of commission, so it won't be able to pull
Think I
that
hit
bullshit
something
ever
good.
again.
I'm listening.
Now, close the dragon in,
Affirmative.
because the dragon's I'm gonna alpha strike with the dragon on the Enforcer, and then close in to cool it down in melee for one turn.
Firing everything. That there was a critical hit, that was.
Yeah, not enough to take it down though. Alright, let's turn that Gauss rifle back on. And let's get rid of this Vindicator, because I don't want the PPC in play anymore either.
All weapons committed.
That
Enemy
should do
mech.
the job.
Critical damage detected.
That's the Vindy out of play. Or at least for the moment. And a large laser should be the only thing the Enforcer's got left to play with. So the major threat here is the the Wolverine, which isn't too much of a threat. I'm not super concerned.
Took a wound.
And it gets a head hit. These guys have to
Still
have some
going
pretty
now.
high gunneries. They're not in particularly good mechs,
I
but their
live to
gunnery
serve.
skill has to be fairly high. Yeah, we'll do a cool-off melee round with the Marauder. It's not really built for this, but
Locked on for physical attack.
that gets rid of its heat load. And Vindy getting back up. I'm gonna have to find another double plus cockpit mod now.
I copy.
Alright, melee with the dragon to cool the dragon off for a round.
Ah!
Game
Yes,
is sure trying
Commander.
to kill your pilots.
Yeah, they're getting some really, really high accuracy shots on there. It's kind of annoying. 75 on the LRM-15, so Gyro can work up
Copy
that,
that.
work up those points again. So it's also destroyed, pilot incapacitated. Alright, she's going to be able to up her
That
gunnery
kill.
skills now. There'll be enough
Nice.
points in that kill that she'll be able to get up. I might be able to get 2 or 3 points into her, which will be nice. Alright. Let's do this.
Warning. Leg damage imminent. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected. Warning. Armor low.
Done. Death from above. Didn't really need to do that, but it was worth it for the revenge. Brave going
Took a
after
hard
the
hit
archer
there.
in the back line.
Commander.
Actually, no. Just move rearward.
Moving.
Dragon's set up mainly for close range, lots of SRMs, so we're gonna do an alpha strike since we're all cooled off again. Straight into that rear armor. That should have peeled off most of the Wolverine's real armor, and that should leave the Marauder clear.
The chat.
Technically, that's the Highlander burial, as you did it with Highlander. Yes, this is true. This is true.
Yes, Commander.
Remember, it can be only one.
SRM's on. That's those top two mediums are going to overheat us. Oh well.
Target confirmed. Reporting critical hit.
Wolverine is refusing to fall over. So how are we looking here? Yeah, big hit to the head. Lost all 45 armor, and we lost most of our structure on the head. We're really lucky that didn't straight kill the mech. Actually, that mod being destroyed was probably, frankly, the only thing that saved the mech from just being decapitated. That would have been real embarrassing. SLDF Highlander losing to an Enforcer in one shot. Alright. Make it go away. I'm done with it. You didn't make it go away. I'm disappointed.
Critical damage detected.
We still appreciate the showcase. I generally don't do it because DFA in Battletech does injure the legs of the mech you pull it off. It's a massive move, but you can break your own mech doing it.
Waiting for orders.
And there's usually very little
Reporting.
need. But that one was just a, fuck you move. Well, I can tell you already, based on what we've got here so far, this mission is going to cost me more than I'm going to get out of it. Like, this is all just garbage. There's
That was a
nothing
critical
here
hit.
that's worth my time.
Orders.
Which is kind of a shame. And you can fit leg mods in to reduce own mech damage and increase enemy damage.
Physical attack.
Yep, you can, although my legs are kind of full of heat sinks and ammunition at this
Enemy
point,
down.
especially on that mech. So I generally don't fit too many of those, and it's largely just because I jam so much in the way of
Affirmative.
ammunition into them. I think the Highlander's actually got a load of double heatsink sense legs as well. Just trying to keep them out of the arms and torsos and all the other places the game puts them by default, which will get them destroyed. And try and preserve those things. Part of the reason why that thing is so dangerous is because it's loaded up the way it is. It's actually one of the few mechs outside of moving the ammunition around and shifting the position of the heat sinks, I won't change anything else about its loadout. It doesn't need it. It's damn near perfect as is. Alright, so we're going to put the Marauder in as our pickup mech here.
I await your command. On my way.
And this is likely going to trigger another Lance to come in.
I'm on my way.
You're in the area of the last known signal. Hold position, give the VIP chance to board one of the mechs. Or they board the Marauder.
I might use the Archer, to be honest.
Roger that.
Personal preference, I
The
guess.
asset has been secured and is ready for retrieval.
Okay. No, mission successful. That was it. Those three mechs. Guess the 2.5 skulls must have been based on the pilot accuracy, because that was not what I was looking for. So 128,000 payout. It's going to be 12 days to vault the Highlander back together, and I've got to find a double plus cockpit mod to replace that. That was nasty. That was basically the game. If you remember a couple of streams ago, one of my pilots went nuts and just started headshotting everybody. The AI just tried to do to me what I just did to the AI, so that wasn't good. 15 days out on Shocker, which isn't great. I wanted more training time with her. That was damaging the Dragon. That was an unlucky one as well. But the Dragon otherwise seems to be pretty much undamaged. And our new pilot over here...
The only real damage is on the Highlander, I guess.
Yeah. And our new pilot over here in the Archer managed to score 2 kills out of the 3 mechs. So we can recover the Enforcer if we want to, which I think we might do. I have no real interest in keeping it, but we'll sell it.
Money, money, money.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Oh, we picked up the Vindicator and the Wolverine parts anyway, so yeah. What else did we get? LRM-5, mid laser, small laser. Yeah, nothing there of really major import. Heatsinks in the legs is amazing if you can sit in water. Yep, the other reason why I try and do it. Keep the heatsinks in the legs are less likely to be destroyed, especially if you've got double heatsinks. That tends to have them, keep them safe and stop you from losing them, because if you start losing legs, you've got major issues with that mech. And it also keeps the ammo away. If you put the ammo on the legs, keeps the ammo away from eternal explosions next to a fission reactor. But the other side effect is if you get a map that's got water, park your mech in the water with the heatsinks in the legs and just alpha strike everything. Alright, so we got some points to spend here. Yeah, no, keep that away from there, no. Enforcer. I'll send it to storage for the moment. We'll go through and do a little working out on exactly what we're going to scrap and what we're going to get rid of. I think we're going to leave this planet. The missions here are just too shit. But before we go, refit. Let's repair all, and let's check the store. And hopefully we will find... it was a long shot, I thought it might be. What have we got in equipment? Arm mods, leg mod. It's one of the leg mod, DFA damage. But as you can see, I haven't really got any leg space for it here. All the LRMs are stacked up on one side, double heatsink in the other. And the split of the jump jets. There's not a lot of space in this thing in general. It's fairly tight on. The only ammo I keep up in it is the Gauss rifle, and that's because the Gauss rifle ammo doesn't explode. So I don't have to worry about internal ammo explosions ripping the mech in half. Yeah, we haven't got anything to replace the head just yet, so we're going to have to do a little shopping around. So I'm going to leave that. It'll only take us, it's going to take us 1 day to actually bolt it all back together. So that should be okay. Yeah, remove destroy component.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright.
You need a new cockpit mod.
Yes, I need a new cockpit mod. That kind of sucked.
I mean, the one that you pulled out, that was basically protecting your pilot, correct?
Yes.
So I'm considering, did it work before it got destroyed, or did it getting destroyed make sure that your pilot got even worse injuries? Because if it worked before it got destroyed...
Well, no, it worked, because the pilot only got 1 injury, and the shot that it took did 3 damage, but the pilot only got 1 injury out of his 5, and the other 2 were eaten up by the mod. So it did do its job. It was just, that was a nasty shot. That took all the armor off the cockpit, half of its internal structure, destroyed the mod by taking the 2 points of damage, and hit the pilot all at the same time. That was a really, really nasty shot. Yeah, the difficulty level had to be based on high-skilled, high-gunnery pilots on that one, because the mechs weren't much, but the damage that they did, that was surprising. Yeah, nothing good here. So, we've got the repair already underway. Star map. 2.5. Go up to 3 untan. Nope, not what I'm after. What I'm looking for, wherever possible, former Star League presence or Battlefield worlds. It's 3. Kimmy's got a 3. Former Star League presence, high gravity planet, low gravity planet, moderate population, moons, primitive civilization, ruins, and tropical world. So there's a couple of good ones there. These attributes, you know, they tell you basically what the planet is going to be. So it's an Arctic world. The planets are going to be cold. That's really good for heat management. High gravity, low gravity, that largely affects your movement, jump jets in particular. Moderate population with moons. There might be some varying environments. We might also get some lunar environments to battle on. Let's go to tropical world. The former Star League presence is the big one, because that means you'll sometimes find SLDF salvage that you can pick up. And these are sort of the only places you'll actually manage to find it. The only thing I'm concerned about is exactly how much there would be in the way of actual missions there. Chemicals.
I mean, travel there and see.
Yeah, it might be worth a shot to travel that way. I'm just seeing if there's anywhere else to go. We've got the black market here, but we don't have access to the black market yet. Lots of pirates, so there are definitely missions there.
Travel cost of 30 grand is also not really much.
Yeah, we'll jump up there first and just see what's floating around in Kimmy, and if there's nothing, we might have to head a little bit further over. Since it's volcanism, that would be bad. Corita headquarters? Huh. Planet-wide storms? That's just an interesting planet in general. Civilization. I generally don't play over this far. I probably should more. Alright, anyways, we'll go to Kimmy. We'll get into there. 11 days, 30 grand to get there, so it's a nice cheap run.
Roger that, Commander.
That'll give me most of the time to get my guys out of 6 bay.
All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
Alright. Hey the devil.
Job's done, Commander.
The archer is trained in karate after seeing that kick. Yeah, the archer has some absolutely amazing melee moves on it. Like the melee animations are fantastic. I love the archer.
It's a lovely mech.
Yeah, that's why when I saw it in the last stream, I had to have it at any cost. I had to have that goddamn thing. Well, it was a good training mission. This is true. And we should probably take care of that now while we're in transit, since that's all been done. So, 2 kills. Boom, boom, straight away. Thank you very much. Get us up to 4. That gets us to +1 health. We can only get 1 more. And we only get the tactics. I'll take the tactics upgrade anyway. Now, how are we going to load Gyro out? Shock is going to be set up like Hunter. Gyro is going to be completely blank. We'll have to think about that one a little bit more. That's +1 health, and we just got a 10% accuracy boost.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Once we take the 5 points, we've got to work out exactly which abilities we're going to pick up and how our build's going to go. So, that was good.
Receiving you.
Deck is still 400,
Awaiting orders.
Brax 500,
receiving you.
Archangel. Archangel. What are we going to do with you? What's that going to give us? +1 hit defense, melee, 15% base melee hit. Cold shot bonus. That might be worth it. We get the cold shot bonus. We'll take it up to 6, and then probably pump gunnery for a little bit.
Training complete.
Yeah, because Archangel's our energy mech pilot.
Standing by.
H, nothing to do there. Nothing much to do with Medusa. Medusa's one of our 2 scout pilots. Or a combination multi-target recon. I'd rather hold the points on Medusa and actually pick up +10, so I've got more shooting ability. A good shooting scout. Alright. Going up anyway, so you can go up +6. And I'll just leave it at that, because that's your next target anyway.
Mech warrior training complete.
Alright, so that gets all them underway. Yeah, skilled pilots targeting the head is crazy. Yeah, that's why I try and build up my pilots, or at least try and have a couple around that have the aimed shot ability when firing a single weapon. Get them to gunnery 10, then get the bonuses out of the tactics for your precision shot. Do a precision shot to the head, and you can one-shot mech straight out of the match. It's really useful later in the game. And for when you need to recover as well. My main hunter is, my main character, is getting very close to the build that I need him at to be able to recover everything. I've just got to find a mech to actually use it on now. Phantom Pain. Passing by medbay, you spot Medusa wrestling a medical monitor from medtech. You need to take a second look. Medusa presses a hand against his stomach and winces. I know something is wrong. I feel like I'm dying. You pause in the doorway. What's going on here? Medusa relinquishes the monitor and the medtech clears his throat. Medusa's complains of abdominal pain are purely neurological. Phantom Pain Commander, there's nothing to treat, we've checked. Please, Commander, I'm not making this up. Medusa takes a deep breath. If you authorize an exploratory surgery or another examination, I know the mech techs will find something.
Well, cut 'em up, boys. We're going on an adventure.
Refusing is the bad choice. I don't think the surgery is the right way. Second examination. Doesn't hurt to be extra careful. You turn your gauge to the medtech. I'm authorizing a second exam. Nothing invasive. Later in the day, you receive a report from the medtech. Their second examination of Medusa revealed no psychological basis for the pain. A physiological basis for the pain. You visit him in the barracks after his discharge. Feeling better, mech warrior? He frowns. It's strange. The painkillers did nothing, but the anti-anxiety meds, yeah, that's what I thought, made the pain vanish. I'll be checking in regularly with the medtechs for counseling until we figure out what's going on. Yeah, I thought it might be anxiety based. Bit of an anxiety event.
Fair enough.
Company suffers -1 medical point for 30 days. So that's fine.
I think when I got that event, I just told them, yeah, sure, cut 'em up.
No need to put the scalpel on unless you have to. Alright, so we've got an upgrade coming up in 3 days as well. And jump. Max gunnery, popping heads with a double gauze is a quick way to get an intact mech. Yep, that is the target. That is the goal there, Alley Cat.
That work order's complete, boss.
Alright, so that's one of the big ones. That's the structural enforcement taken care of as well. So let's go check out the Argo and where we're at. Alright. So we've got the drive system. We've got to get the habitation pods back up and running as well. And we've got to get Mech Bay 3 up and running. We're actually not too far off that becoming a bit urgent. For the moment, Gamma Pod is going to be the go because everything else is locked inside of it. Barracks to support 24 mech warriors. Gamma Pod is very much a blank slate. Its only internal support structure survived intact. Rebuilding the habitation deck pod still leaves plenty of space for other facilities. Yep, that's the final level of the training pod. 2.25 million, and this is why I wanted to keep my money up.
Sure thing.
That's an expensive one,
but we'll get it done.
That one has to be done. Because that gets all the rest of these are locked behind that one there. The last thing we can actually do, although it is useful, is the drive upgrade, because it means we can do 2 Gs. in order to transit faster, so our actual travel time is lower. But that's not too much of a major issue, because most of the time you want to spend the travel time where you're repairing and bolting your mechs back together. So that's the last thing you put on.
Yeah.
But since I'm training new mech warriors, that third training module is really, really useful.
That is.
The
And
Devil
some of the
Risen.
recreational facilities are also really good to have.
Oh yeah, they're really good for morale as well. Thank you for the subscription, mate. High tactics on support mechs is really useful. Yeah, that's why I always keep scouts around. I've seen a lot of players that seem to abandon scouts once you get into a certain range, outside of picking up the prerequisite point for being able to sensor lock targets. I like keeping them around. Actually having 2 skill scout pilots, the advantage that you can get in terms of positioning on moving your mechs, the tactical, is actually really useful. And they get massive, massive advantages when it comes to being able to do your accurate called shots. Alright. What are we going to do here? We're going to run forward a little bit more time as we're still in transit. And arriving.
I mean, the cold shot bonus is always nice to have anyway.
Alright, so let's check the store out for a start. Devil Risen, we finally got booted from the office. What'd you get booted from the office for? I'm assuming this is a good thing from the way you're saying, but... the Commando, Javelin, Jenna, Rifleman, Shadowhawk... nothing too... Yeah, nothing great there. Rifleman's as heavy as I've got. I'm surprised I haven't encountered more Riflemen, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, a Victor.
Ooh, we have Gauze ammo. One way or another, I might have to grab a little bit of that before we leave, just to make sure I've got a little bit extra floating around. I don't believe I have.
Just in case.
Well, I don't have any more of it. Yeah, we're gonna...
Yes, Dr. Rob.
Yeah.
New equipment available.
Yeah, buy...
New
Buy a
equipment
couple of those.
available.
You know, just in case. I'd like to have a spare Gauze
Oh.
rifle. It's only 1.6 million. Yeah, why not?
New weapon systems available.
I scrolled straight past that before. Yeah, ER medium laser as well. So this is why I like trying to find Star League worlds. They've got lots of fun toys, but
So Devil Risen gets to sleep a bit longer again. They apparently had a close scare and HR finally decided to let them work from home again.
COVID related. Oh, it's not so bad as long as you can. The biggest thing is just make sure you keep yourself motivated when you're working from home. Working from home is fantastic. It's what I do. My whole business is built around working from home. The graphic design business that I'm starting up this month, the studio and the online stores and the rest, is all designed to be built from home. I love it. I'm home. I'm with the kids. I can do stuff around the house. I can just stand up from the desk and start doing a workout, push-ups, sit-ups, just do a stretch, just have a wander around the house if I need it anytime I want, and I don't have to deal with any assholes telling me that I have to be anywhere else. It's great. The problem is the number of people
You have to be the asshole telling you to do something.
You have to be the asshole that keeps yourself in track. And the last 2 years of COVID have shown people that working from home is amazing, but it's also shown exactly how many people cannot do it. How many people need somebody with the whip behind them keeping them working. And there's a lot of people that just have no ability to self-motivate from home. So, yeah, if you keep that in mind and you can keep yourself on it, yeah, it's friggin' fantastic.
The interesting thing is it also has in some areas shown that how little an actual manager is actually needed.
Yes. Well, there's been a lot of
It's the
business.
right people working for you.
I know a few people that are actually running in other businesses. I actually have some contacts around. Just people that I've met over the years and people that I've got in contact more recently trying to build up a client base. And a few of them have done so well on the transfer to working from home that they're essentially giving up their offices now. Nobody, including the bosses, want to go back to actually working in an office anymore. They're done.
Yeah, then basically, at that point, all you need is a storage facility.
Yeah, they're completely transitioning to work from home because everybody enjoys it better and the productivity is the same or better, which is what you want. There has been a lot, however, that have either suffered and a couple that have almost lost their businesses because productivity dove so hard in a work from home environment that the business nearly collapsed. Just everybody went home and decided, hey, we'll watch reruns of something on television and have a beer instead of actually going and doing any work, or we'll only work for 20 minutes and then we'll get bored and we'll go play Tarkov. There was a lot of that.
I mean, if in those 20 minutes you do the same kind of work as you normally do in a full day...
Most don't, that's the problem. But those that did, that can keep themselves motivated, it worked really well. And yeah, a few of those businesses transitioning over, there's some very happy people on the whole work from home thing. And I understand why, because I said, this is what I do. It's great. Alright, so we got a battle here, 2.5 skull, 2.5 skull recovery, restricted access. We do not have enough reputation with the Capellans in order to get access to that one, and we've pissed off the pirates way too much for that one, so that's fine. Ambush convoy, no interest in. Destroy base, no interest in. So we have a recovery mission with the Capellans, which I'll be tempted on, simply for the reputation boost, because I'll be curious on what that is. A 4
Who's
skull.
the local government trying to fuck over?
Satellite surveillance currently show that a heavy lance was inserted into the planet's surface of a pirate dropship against the pirates. Currently, we believe they're securing their LZ, preparing for whatever operation they have planned. Before they finish securing the area, we'd like you to interrupt them. They're heavily armed, so expect strong resistance. That is probably the one we'll do. 2.5 skulls. If they've got a heavy lance, there might be some metal in there that we can recover. And if not, it's 2.5 skull. It'll be a training mission again. Hopefully, we won't break any of our mech warriors. Before we do that, though, let's go back to the store for a second. Although we've blown a lot of money here. We need to probably sell some stuff here.
You didn't blow money. You just... how do I put this? You encourage the local economy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to encourage the local economy a little bit more, because I've just realised we're down to 1.7 from 5 mil, so... let's get rid of that Enforcer, because that's what it was there for. Our Shadowhawks. Yeah, the Shadowhawks can go. We don't need those anymore. They can both go. There's a million. I'm never going to use that again. But I kind of like it, and I like just having it there. I got a soft spot for the Locust. It's a good looking mech, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to drive.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
The Vindy can move on. I like my Vindicators as well. But, you can move on.
You know what it feels to me like you're doing there? Remember the old Top Gear specials where they always had one horrible emergency vehicle that whoever lost his actual vehicle had to drive?
Yeah, except I wouldn't be terrified of driving the Locust. Well, at least in, like, it's not so useful here at Battletech, but if it was in, like, MechWarrior 5, I wouldn't be afraid of jumping in the Locust. I'd willingly jump in the Locust. I like the Locust. Probably break the Locust as well, but it's too much fun. Alright, that'll do for the moment, I think. What else can we toss out here for a little bit more cash? I was just checking the main store before because I wanted to see if there was another cockpit mod, but they are somewhat hard to come by. We got 17 LRM-10 launchers. I don't think we'll need that many. We'll sell 7 of those. 62 mead lasers. I'm pretty sure we can, hang on. I'm pretty sure I can get rid of a few of those. I don't think that's going to be a...
Yeah, that's like... I'd keep like 20 or so, maybe.
No, keep 32 of them. That's enough spares across all my mechs. So if I run into a position where I don't get a lot of resupplies, I'm good. But I'm not going to lose that many. They're only standard. They're not even things. We've got a double, like a triple plus floating around. I will leave that. MGs. Sell all but 4 of them because I never use them. I'll keep 4 just in case I find a purpose, but I doubt I will.
I just never used MGs. If I wanted to use a
I generally
small
strip them out.
weapon-
I'd rather use the weight on armor.
Yeah, if I wanted to use a small weapon, I used a small laser or a flamer, actually.
Yeah, I don't think I need 127 small jump jets. I'll keep 27. Ammo, I will mess around with. LRM ammo, I'll leave. I'll leave all my ammunition supplies alone for the moment. Okay. 4.3, that's much better. And we've still got a little bit of extra stuff that we could sell if we needed to. Cool. Alright, let's fire up this contract. So, we'll do hostile insertion. And we're going to take it up to 312. This is supposed to be a heavy lance. Hopefully it's actually a heavy lance. 2.5 skull. It's going to piss off the local pirates. I don't care. So, Hunter is still... Actually, no, we're going to wait. We are going to wait. How long until Hunter's out? I thought he was already healed up. 3 days. That's right, we can wait 3 days. Actually, we will wait 6 days and we'll get Shocker up as well. Will we? Yes, we will wait 3 more. So the Argo sitting in orbit for an orbit for a week. Alright, 312 over 315. That's actually not bad. That covers most of our monthly operational cost. So hopefully that, and we're probably going to do the Capellan mission as well. Although I'll have to think about that one. Might be better to just move off. We've got everything we really need from here. Alright, accept that. In the Highlander, Marauder, and Gyro in the Archer. I'm going to change this one up. I'm going to put Shocker in the Archer. Because Shocker needs some skill points up. Pull Gyro out. And we're actually going to bring Barak. Bring Barak and the Dragon. Because he's got Sensor Lock. He needs some skill up as well, because I've got to bring him up to a match for Decker. And I can use the Sensor Lock to target mechs in advance. He's also should have enough tactical skill to be able to get the weight identifiers on of the mechs, so we can actually see what's incoming. And also, of course, 7 gunnery. So better on the chance that we actually do find some mechs that are worth taking down. Otherwise, I don't think we will change anything else here. I'm pretty happy with the rest of the loadout. So, we will deploy.
The other good thing with Sensor Lock is also all your LRMs can just strike.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not just, it's the targeting bonus, but also the identifier, which is just really useful.
Yeah.
Alright, so, give me a chance to catch up with chat. Devil Risen, the P40 in a 7XL hoodie. If it's available, it should already be available. My option for sizes is completely limited to what Teespring does, although I am looking to bring up another store here at the moment. That's what part of this is all about. The Teespring store is just a convenient spot for me to bring stuff up for the moment and put my designs up, and it's integrated with YouTube and all that kind of bullshit. But I'm bringing a second store up at the moment. I'm hoping I'll have more options in regards to sizes. So I will keep an eye out for that, and I'll definitely let you know. But if it's not available on the link for the P40 design now on any of the stuff, and it's worth checking through the different hoodies because they do have different sizes available. If it's not available on them now, it's probably just not in their lineup, which might suck. But yeah, I'm definitely looking. I want all sizes available. I'm not so concerned with colors. The P40 design. Actually, I'll quickly bring this one up now for those of you who are watching who may not have seen this already, or anybody that's new. I do graphic design. Or I am a graphic designer, a qualified graphic designer, as of 2020 actually, and I'm finally starting to put it to use. So see if I can bring up the new design. Alright, that should be up on screen right now, I think. I think I've managed to get that right.
Yep, it's on.
Okay, cool. So that's the new P40 design that I launched a little bit earlier on today. So it's the Curtiss-Wright P40 Kitty Hawk. It's going to be one of what was going to be two. There's actually going to be 3 versions of this design now. This is just the P40 Kitty Hawk version. I'm going to do a second version of this that will be based specifically on the Flying Tigers. That one is. I was going to have that one out. I was planning on having it out today as well, but I'm holding off because I've got to find out some details in regards to the trademarks for the squadron logos. Because that one, it's got the Flying Tigers, the Flying Tigers branding. It's the same aircraft, same flag in the background, but just with P40 Kitty Hawk changed over to Flying Tigers. But it's got the squadron logos for all of the squadrons that were part of the Flying Tigers volunteer group. And the problem is, the main logo for the Flying Tigers was designed personally by Walt Disney. And all of the sub-squadrons for the Flying Tigers, which include the Hells Angels and a few others, there was four primary squadrons that formed the Flying Tigers as a whole. They all have trademarks with limited usage on each of their squadron logos. So I need to find out what the deal is with those trademarks. Can I still use them? What's the limitations on them? You know, I've got to find out what that is, because I don't want to bust any copyrights or break any trademark laws or, you know, do anything dickish. I'm trying to do this right. I could just slap it on there and hope nobody notices, but I want to do it better than that. So I'm holding off on that one. If I can do it, it's going to be a really nice design. And I had a request after launching this one earlier on today to do a version with it that's just got the US flag in the background, which the US flag is designed the way it is for that one because it forms tiger stripes for the Flying Tigers. That's the whole point of the way I've done the flag. But they've asked me to have just the flag with the P40 through the center of it and remove the frame and P40 Kitty Hawk. So I'm going to do a version that is just the aircraft and the flag as well. So there will be a third version of that one. And there's going to be a series made over January of 6 aircraft at this point, because that's, I think, all I'm going to have time for, with the next one being the P-51D and the one after that being the P-38. And then I'm potentially doing the MiG-3. I've been letting my subscribers and my supporters on Discord, suggest aircraft types for the most part, and that's where we're sitting at for the moment. But anyways, that's what I've been up to, and that's what's been popping up. Now just get the game and everything else back up here. See, I run ads on my thing, but at least it's ads for stuff that I've made. But yeah, that's what that's about. But yeah, the Teespring sizes that are on the hoodies and everything else, Devil, that's unfortunately out of my hands. Everything that they've got should be available. Hopefully there's something there that fits your size. That's why I've got a couple of different t-shirts rather than just only having one t-shirt available. It's because some of them have some slightly different options, some slightly different sizes. It's weird how they set it up. I've noticed, talking to Tal actually, that there are some of the products, some of the shirts and some of the hoodies that will have different sizes available depending on whether you're ordering from the US or whether you're ordering from Europe, which is just weird. Which is why I'm looking for another store that's a little bit better set up. I'd ever work for a regional utility telco? Oh, bless you, mate. You I know what some of those regional calls coming in would be like. through power. Just trying to catch back up. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. First time chat. Finally get to see Mags live. Sup? Hey, how's it going, Greno? No, welcome to the stream, mate. Do they do PC mats yet? Unfortunately, no. I can do them via Redbubble, but I did a design for my father's car for part of his Christmas present. I did a custom design for him for he's got a 19. It's borderline 1959, 1960 El Camino. Beautiful car, lowered. Cherry red, all chrome. It's stunning. I'd put a photo up for yous, but on that one, I don't think I have a photo floating around that doesn't have the number plate. I can check if yous want, but I'll probably move on a little bit in this mission first. But I'll check if you guys actually want to see it, see if I've got one without the number plate. I don't want to dox my old man. But I did a custom design for him, and I got it out of Redbubble. They've got a lot more stuff, including things like PC mats and a few other things, but the problem is I was not happy with the quality. One of the things, Teespring's funny with its product ordering, but the quality that you get out of the shirts, the quality of the prints and the base materials is actually really high. Redbubble I've seen is pretty hit and miss. Some stuff comes out really nice. Some stuff comes out kind of crap. Unfortunately, his design was kind of crap, so I'm doing him a whole new one at the moment because I'm not happy. I don't like giving shit Christmas presents, and he loved it. I was not happy. Did not meet my quality standards at all, not even remotely. Yeah, if that had been the product that I got out of one of my Magswear stores, I would have been ropeable. The size I can fit into now, I've lost a ton of weight. 200 pounds in 7 months. Jesus fuck, mate. Awesome work. Would love a P38 design. Yep, P38 is going to be the third one. I'm doing the P51 next because it was requested first, and I've got a... And we'll get this going. Satellite pictures showed hostile lance touching down. Let's move up and make contact, see what we're dealing with. Let's get through the chat so I can actually get this one rolling through. Yeah, the P51 was the first one that was requested, and I did a P51 design when I was in my final year of uni. And I was trying to do it like my Zero design, which I was very happy with, but it didn't work. I wasn't impressed with how it worked. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. So I want to do a P51 in the style of the P40 that I showed off before. So it'll be the same thing. It'll be only two colors. There's only actually two colors in that entire design. The black is entirely the color of the shirt. Right, so a Kintaro to start with. Yeah, but the black completely comes from the base color of the shirt. And there's just two different golds. And the whole thing is designed to only work on black shirts and white shirts, which are the only colors that are available.
I don't know.
It doesn't work on anything else, and it's not meant to. So yeah, I'm going to do 6 in that style at least. Potentially more, at least for aircraft. And then depending on what you guys want and what you think and what you like, I might expand it out a little bit more, because I've been wanting to do tanks and ships at some point, because... Well, tanks and ships don't get a lot of love either.
I mean, you did a ship.
I did
the
a
OK Boomer one.
Well, okay, I've done a meme shirt, and that meme design was actually a really quick meme design, and it turned out to be ridiculously popular. I'd like to thank everybody who bought that one. You paid for me and my wife to have a second one. A week away in Melbourne. Oh, it was entirely worth it. A meme took me and my wife to Melbourne for a weekend right before COVID, and it's a good thing too. It was literally the week before lockdowns in Melbourne started, and we're lucky we did, because then being 2 years locked up in the house, essentially homeschooling the kids, if we hadn't have done that directly beforehand, we may have gone insane. But by getting in on the meme, guys, you may have saved my marriage. She may have killed me otherwise.
I'm guessing you mean more insane than you already are.
Well, yes, there is that. Yeah, we'll just whack it. There's nothing too important about it. I've already got a Kintaro, so I'm happy. No Zero shirt, mod 3. I'm probably going to revisit the Zero. I've got a Zero design on the store already, which is it's really nice that I did. It's a six.
I have that on a shirt and a mug.
Yeah, it's a 6-color based design that only uses shades of red to build the shades of red, black and white with black and white as the offset for it to build the design, and it's sort of a take. Like a modern take on, Japanese style, more traditional art. It's the idea I was playing with at the time, and it came out really good. I'm really proud of that one, and that one's been incredibly popular. It's never stopped being popular. Everyone seems to check that one out. The problem is it's a style that only works for the Zero. I will probably go back and do the Zero again. I might even do the Zero in this style again. It might even be option number 6. That Kintara is
I really like that design because, to me, it somewhat is reminiscent of the World War II American propaganda posters, actually.
Yeah, well, I was studying a lot of those at the time. That's actually what I did for my final essay. The final essays that I had to do in the last year of uni was studying modern artworks. So I decided to take that a slightly different way and do a whole essay and all that kind of bullshit. The written part of a graphic design course, which is always fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I decided to take the modern art a little bit more liberally, and yeah, I did. Let's turn these off and do a Gauss rifle shot. 95. Just leave that as it is. Hopefully this will take the Kintaro out on its own.
Engaging target.
We got a knockdown. That's something. And yeah, I did World War II propaganda. In general, that was my modern art of choice. I did a full study on Russian, German, and US propaganda posters. I wanted to do Japan as well, but I couldn't find any really good examples. I'm sure they had them, but I couldn't find any that were worth covering or that I could get enough information on. But yeah, I've got a full, God, 20, 30 page essay on the artistic merits of World War II propaganda, breaking down the differences between Soviet Nazi Germany and pre-war and pre-Pearl Harbor and then post-Pearl Harbor propaganda.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, basically isolationist USA versus war USA.
Yeah.
Moving to position.
Alright, let's execute this poor bastard. Take those off. Double PPCs to the head. Please, one of these hit or otherwise I'm going to be really embarrassed. And neither of them hit, of course. Haven't seen anything that's really rocking my boat at this point in time in regards to metal. Wait, I take that back. Alright, we need to get rid of that Kintara on that Phoenix Hawk as much as possible. Hello, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I want you. That is a Black Knight. I like Black Knights.
Black Knights are awesome.
Alright, how am I going to do this? Alright, so, first things first.
I'm listening.
We've got to get Shocker into position, so I want to drop Shocker down out of line of sight to the Black Knight. Let's turn off the rest of your...
Find that cold shots to the head work best with something like a laser bolt. Or something that throws a lot of missiles. Because then you basically get a good chance for each of the weapons to actually hit where you want them to, so...
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
Oh, that was just more of a...
Yeah.
We'll take a
The
roll
single
and see what we
gauge
can do.
rifle will take out the cockpit if it hits, but it will hit
Moving out.
still on a less than 20% chance, so...
Yeah, well, I didn't use the precision strike because I'm letting that build up. I'm letting my resolve build up before I start popping abilities, and that is the kind of reason why I'm doing that. I want to save that. I don't care about this Kintaro. This is just, I'm wasting more time than I would like, and that's the main thing that's annoying me here. But I need the Kintaro and the Phoenix Hawk gone, so I haven't got something chewing on my armor while I'm trying to take down the Black Knight. And this Kintaro, well, this is why I like the Kintaro. It's taken a hell of a lot of a beating from a lot of mechs that shouldn't be surviving a beating from. Unfortunately, it's delaying the time that I've got to deal with this Black Knight. I really need to move the Archer off into the water if I can, so I can cool down faster. And a 65-tonner.
But yeah, Max, you know what you also need
Damage
to do?
is light.
You need to say thank you. You got another subscription.
Oh, sorry, I missed that one pop up. Hello, Requiem. Thank you very much for the subscription, mate. Alright, let's get... Thank you for that one, Tell. I actually missed that one. Completely.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, I'm going to leave that Kintaro is just about done. Pop the Highlander off the side, and I'm just going to Alpha Strike that Phoenix Hawk, hopefully completely off the map and get rid of it. I just want it gone. It's getting in my way.
All weapons
Goodbye. That didn't do anywhere near as much as I was hoping it to. Once again, they're digging into that Marauder.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Alright, so on Tell.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Love a P38 design. Yeah, that's coming. Yep, MiG-3 is going to be coming. No Zero shirt. Yep, I will probably do one of those eventually. There's Requiem. Telly, yes, it is very early
Light damage,
morning
Commander.
at the moment. It's actually 1 in the morning. Am I going to do a Tomcat shirt? Eventually, yes. For the moment, I'm trying to get my... Essentially what I'm building is a...
You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Okay, I have hostile contacts inbound.
Ordered.
That's not what I was after, and I've really got to... I can't afford... I'm not going to be able to get the evasion bonus. I just don't have enough room to maneuver, and I can't... I want to face right... Oh, no, that'll probably be best for armor coverage.
Location
And
confirmed.
then stabilize the Marauder, because it's about to fall on its ass. So brace to clear yourself. Probably should have been paying more attention to that. For the moment, I'm doing essentially a Warbird series. It's what I'm trying to set up. So it's going to be this style of design, and running off a series looking at World War II aircraft. So the first 3 are going to be American birds. P-40's already done. P-51 next, P-38. MiG-3 is likely going to be right after that. If I do the 0 on the 6th one, for the final one, which it's not going to be the final one, just the final one that I'm doing, that I have planned out in advance. These take about a week to do. It takes a little bit of time. Although the next one should be a little bit faster. I might do something German in the middle. I might do a 109, or I might do a 190 in the middle there. Once I've gotten the Warbird series stuff, I want to do a Cold War series, which will be, well, I wouldn't mind doing a couple of Korean War ones, but Cold War will essentially be post-Korean War, you know, MiG-21s, F-4 Phantoms, Tomcats. So pre-fly-by-wire jets, and then I wouldn't mind doing a modern series, and that'll be, you know, F-18, Super Hornet, F-15, F-16, F-35, F-22. And break it into basically 3 different eras of aircraft.
You know, it's a bit sad. You won't be able to do an ME-163 shirt, because
Yes,
who
Commander.
wants a shirt that spontaneously combusts when you fold it wrong?
Eventually, I wouldn't mind doing some really obscure stuff as well. But if I want to do this as a really nice series, I'm hoping that the design comes across as fairly professional. That's what I'm trying to go for here, and the target with it is to hit the popular aircraft. So eventually there will be an F4U will be in there. I'll do Corsair, Hellcat will be done, and I'll eventually work my way through all of the aircraft. Well, probably not all of the aircraft. There's a lot of bloody aircraft from World War II. But hit the main popular ones. I also wouldn't mind doing a series and going back and doing some World War I aircraft as well. The main reason I'm doing it in this style of design, and I'm doing these guys...
Firing all weapons.
Thank you. Finally,
Target
the Kintara goes down. Like the main point, there is a lot of really nice designs floating around at the moment for like cars. Like you can get a lot of really nice designs for cars. You've always been able to, and you get a lot of really nice designs for motorcycles. They're everywhere.
That poor Kintaro, you just obliterated its entire right side.
Well, to be fair, I've hit it with about 3 or 4 mechs already, and it's lost basically all of its armor. It was on structure. I'd be disappointed if it didn't. But yeah, the main point is aircraft. There's not a lot of really nice designs for aircraft out there. In fact, aircraft are kind of they really get the short stick when it comes to nice.
Moving.
We have to do a cooldown. This is going to be a fast cooldown on the Archer though in water. Oh, there it goes, cleared. Oh, it's a catapult. I thought it might be.
Missile catapult, wonderful!
Yes.
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah, except I didn't
They're
want
blowing
one. I'm
through
trying
my
to shoot
armor.
a Black Knight, and I'm being hit by 2 lances at once. This is less than good. Maybe I should have brought something heavier. Maybe I should have brought the Warhammer for mech recovery as well.
Well, good luck.
Delete Shadowhawk.
All weapons committed.
Please, do it.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Yeah, there's a lot of good car designs, there's a lot of good motorcycle designs floating around, there's a lot of really good streetwear designs, but there's bugger all in the way of really nice designs for aircraft, so I'm trying to come up with some really, really nice stuff. Just to have a nice design shirt.
Armor breach.
Planes.
Internal damage.
Ready for orders.
You get the old one now and then, but like nothing on the scale that you get with automotive or motorcycles. And it's a smaller market, but it doesn't mean the market shouldn't be addressed. We're going to go a little bit longer with the Marauder and get it over here. Snipe out the Phoenix Hawk, and that'll have us down to 2 mechs that I'm after here. Center torso, hit him with everything.
All weapons are go.
Hopefully it'll blow the sides out. CP destroyed. Phoenix Hawk out of play. Now I have to disarm that catapult quickly.
One less target.
Because otherwise its missiles are just going to strip the armor off of everything that I have and I'll start losing things. And that's something else with a lot of LRMs. Hopefully there's not another catapult as a backup.
Commander?
I really hope there's not another catapult as a backup. Alright. Dragon into the forest for the evasion bonuses. I should have enough heat left over to get another strike in. It's going to be a little restricted. We have to pull at least one of the lasers out, which should cover it. Just to rip the armor off the front of the cat, and then hopefully we can go melee in the dragon.
Target confirmed.
I'll get the archer to support the cat, because I'm sending the Highlander after the Black Knight. The Highlander and the Mortar after the Black Knight, so...
You know what this mission needs?
What does this mission need?
A king crab out
Yeah?
of nowhere.
Don't. The game will actually do that, you know.
I know. I've watched it happen on your stream before.
Won't let me jump. This is annoying. I'm not going to be able... It's going to take me 2 turns just... Actually, no. No, we'll just leave it where it is. We'll just go with LRM strikes. We'll leave it at that. Yep. SRM's out. We'll just keep it to the LRMs for the moment. Supporting fire on the catapult.
Here you go.
I was going to move the archer up a little bit with its heat so low, but actually that works because the catapult's now exposed itself. I'll be able to direct engage from the water, so it saved me the trouble. Alright, keep forward armor forward on the Highlander, and we need to start pulling this guy apart. So, let's have a look at you. What have we got? Large laser medium with the torsos. Alright, so we definitely want to go after the right torso first because we take the right arm off as well, and that clears out the PPC and a mead laser, plus a large laser and a second mead laser. So...
Go for 1 cold shot alpha strike for the head.
I'll do that next. We got 13 shots left in the Gauss rifle. I'd like to injure the pilots. Alright, actually no, I will do that. I'll take the advice from Utel. I'll do that first. Let's go for a precision strike on the head with the Gauss rifle at 95% chance to hit, with breaching shot. Should have hit past all of its evasion options, and maybe
Engaging target.
no.
Yeah, that's why I said alpha strike on him with everything with a cold shot to the head.
No, go for the breaching shot bonus. It's got a bigger chance of hitting. That's alright. No, we'll alpha strike that torso next. Just means it's only going to get one more turn. It's worth a shot. Oh, stop shooting my fucking Marauder. Every time I bring the Marauder out, like, hey, let's shoot the Marauder.
Major armor loss.
I'm going to have to back the Marauder off again before we lose
Copy.
it. God damn, it happens every time. I love that Marauder, but God, it's a buddy.
You really need to tell Decker to stop putting the fucking kidney sign on the back of the Marauder.
Alright, alpha strike on the catapult from the archer. 45 on the SRM's probably not worth it. I'll stick with 50s on the Meads.
Confirmed.
Well, it's okay if you are that guy, to be honest, because I know that it's Gauss rifle.
Okay, well, that's that with the catapult.
Oops.
That's alright. I've got a Black Knight. I've got a Black Knight salvage. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I've got an archer now anyway, so the catapult is less important to take. The archer is better.
I'm receiving you.
Yes and no.
No, not
the
yes.
The catapult is still... Yeah, for certain things, the archer is the better mech. Absolutely. If you want to go pure missile boating, however, I would say that the catapult is the better one.
Yeah, there's no way that's going to break line of sight. It's still going to get shot, so pulling it out's only going to get it exposed.
Tele, he can only pull one part for the cat because the cat hasn't been destroyed by headshot or pilot incapacity.
Yeah, I blew the center torso out of the catapult, so I only get 1 part recovery out of it. Although I might have a couple of parts of a traditional catapult floating around, so maybe this isn't a total loss just yet. Ooh, that blows it out really fast. Yeah, it's Marauder in the water. Double PPCs, double meads. Just general strike for armor. I keep the precision strikes on Hunter. We lost about 50%. We're rolling the damage really well on the Marauder. We haven't lost armor on any components yet, but our general, the armor across the total of the mech's down by about half. So the damage is rolling across the mech nicely. It's a couple more rounds of sustained direct fire like this, and something's going to breach.
Standing by.
It's probably that he's... It's not about his luck running at the moment. It's probably that's just basically balancing out for the previous stream where... Oh look, all these mechs I'd like. Headshot, headshot, headshot.
Yes, the New Year's stream was something special for the number of mechs I got. And the one right before it as well. Just... I pulled incredible levels of bullshit on one of those streams in regards to headshots.
Past my armor.
From my non-primary target as well. There we go, the armor's failed on one section of the Marauder. So yeah, I pulled some absolutely monumental bullshit as well, and then I got the Marauder and the Archer in like 2 missions. So...
To be honest, this is a perfect representation of how Battletech can go from mission to mission.
Yeah.
Because you can have missions where basically your entire lance gets scrapped and your pilots get either sent to the graveyard or to the infirmary.
Yeah.
And then you have battles where you take fuck all damage and come out with some of the best mechs you ever wanted.
Yeah, well, to be clear here, like, I'm complaining a little bit about the Marauder getting beaten up. But that's happened in missions previously. That's why it's a little annoying. It just keeps getting beaten up. Really nice mech, and it never really get to use it because it just keeps taking loads of fire. I reckon it's because they target it because it's got the command module on it. I reckon that's what it is. Because the command module is incredibly powerful, and I think that's what keeps pulling it out, and I don't want to remove that. Actually, I'm not even sure if I can.
No, you can't. It's hardwired into the
Yeah, so I
Marauder.
thought so. Yeah, so that's probably why it's getting targeted. But this mission is not going bad at all. Losing the catapult, yeah, take it or leave it. This is the mech that I want. If I core this thing, I'm going to be pissed.
All weapons committed.
That's a big risk doing that. We hit the head, which is good. We did a pilot head injury. But that Alpha Strike was specifically to rip all the armor off the front of that so I can punch in its torsos. Yeah, I've got to get the Marauder out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to get the Marauder out of there. I'm going to have to sprint it
He's
out.
about to lose that arm, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oof.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's an oof. That is an oof. That is a big oof.
Yeah, that Marauder has seen better days
Yeah.
in better areas.
I'm not worried about exposing my rear armor to the rest of these guys at the moment because I have more armor on my rear than I do on my front. And I'm actually knocked around that much that I cannot sprint myself out of here.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Moving to position.
run and brace to get stability, and then I'm gonna have to sprint and get it clear. It's not necessarily unuseful back here. I can't use the weapons once I break the line of sight with it. Obviously, it's a direct fire mech only. But the reason why I think it gets targeted is the Marauder. I'm not even sure if I can bring it up, what it's got in it. Will it actually show? No, I can't bring it up. It's actually might be up here. It's by Lance Command Module. Okay, that is installed in the Marauder, which gives bonuses to called shots.
To everyone.
To everyone that's alive, whether they can directly see the mech or not. Just having this thing alive applies bonuses to everything else, which is part of the reason I love it. It's a beautiful mech. It's as close as you'll get to a Timberwolf on the Inner Sphere side. It's gorgeous. But it's also just got some great bonuses on it. But it seems to be turning it into a massive bullet magnet. I'd like to rip it out and stick it on something else. You know, take that command module out and whack it in an Atlas. Then it would be fine, because I want the Atlas to get shot.
Like that, yeah,
'cause I want one of those to get shot. That wouldn't be a problem. But the Marauder, it's just a bit too squishy. Just a bit too squishy. Come on, back armor, survive. If you can survive this round, I can get you clear. Although that Black Knight is close enough in, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's blown past your armor. What armor? You don't have any armor left.
Aye, aye.
Alright. Dragon
Moving
in.
out.
Everything on. So going to this side. So this should take... Oh, that's a risk. Screw it, I don't have time to waste around. Take the arm, blow the torso. Not what I
Reporting
wanted.
critical hit. Commander.
Alright, so, Shocker. You're actually not much use to me at the moment because I really need you 70 tons. They got a 70 tonner up there. I really need you throwing missiles down range, and there's nothing that I can directly see at the moment. I don't really want...
Confirmed.
Don't really have much choice, but I don't really want you throwing missiles at the Black Knight because its CT's taken out. Well, its CT's in pretty serious trouble. Although this is more likely to blow the arm and the torso than it is to blow the CT from here. I'll take the risk.
Affirmative.
Come on. No. That's alright, nothing blue. It's a brave move.
Seems to have gone mostly into the leg.
Yep, no, that's alright. Leg's good.
Yeah, I meant the long-range missile strike from you into the Black Knight.
Where are we going to get you back to? I could go for the melee, but the Highlander will just rip this thing's torso out. Like the Highlander would just straight kill this Black Knight at this moment. Alright, so we're going to do a precision strike again, but I'm going to pull all of these off. We're going to go for a single shot with the Gauss rifle again. I may have overdid it with the Alpha Strike before and peeled too much armor off.
Engaging target.
No, it didn't break again. How has it not lost an arm at this point? Oh, please stop shooting at my Marauder. And here comes another one. Ow. And then missiles.
Internal structure damage.
That's alright. Internal structure damage is fine. Internal structure damage is fine. Get down. Sprint. Run. Far away.
Over the hills and far away.
I'm kind of thinking at this point I really need to actually just kill this Black Knight just to get rid of it before it's another archer.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're still going at it. It's furthest mech away from everything that they've got, and they're wasting time instead of firing at the 90 tonner on the hill to continue trying to kill the Marauder, even though they can't hit it with anything but LRMs. And the only reason they can do that is because the Black Knight is still... The Black Knight is still showing it up, like still exposing it. They can see it.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get this Black Knight. I think I've messed it up. The Trebuchet, and that's a lot of LRMs too. We get a Griffin, Trebuchet, and an Archer. That's a hell of a support lance, actually. That's not a bad support lance at all. So let's give the Archer some back. Mine's bigger than yours. In my 3062 Advance, I have 2 Marauders. I'm crazy, stuck with an RAC 5 and 1, and a Thumper on the other. No, there's nothing crazy about having 2 Marauders. As I said, they're good mechs. I'm just running into a bit of an issue here, where mine seems to just be a magnet for all the trouble in the world.
Affirmative.
Precision strike. Sure, that's been done. We'll try and hit in here. Right, torso destroyed. Pilot injured.
Scored a critical hit.
Not enough to knock it over. Damn, that's unfortunate. So that's two points against the pilot, but that's stripped the Black Knight of most of its weapons. It's really not a lot.
I'm taking internal damage.
So your Marauder's probably no longer spotted.
Yes, hopefully that was enough to free up the Marauder. Now we need... I really need to take out a leg. Shooting for the torso is... Let's go Meads. All Meads on, no missiles. Precision strike again. See if we can take the leg out from underneath it, although the other leg would be the better option. The torso runs the risk of popping the center torso. %69% chance, giggity, on each.
Nice.
I'll take a shot at seeing the torso. The torso on this side is pretty blown out as well. If we can breach the torso, we get another pilot injury. Hopefully we don't take the center torso, and then we've still got a leg to knock it over if this pilot has more than 3 health.
Engaging target.
Left torso destroyed, the center torso is still intact,
Enemy
side
net.
torso is
Critical
taken
damage
out.
detected.
Alright, we might get the Black Knight. If I can pop that leg, he looks like the pilot's more than 3. It's unlikely.
I'm hit.
Ow.
Oh,
God,
I think a
it's
rib's broke.
This is why I need to get the med bay running on the Argo, the final med bay upgrade as well.
All these head hits.
Yeah, another head hit. Yeah, he's likely to have at least 4 points. I doubt he'll have 5, which means if I can blow that leg off now, likely with the dragon, that'll drop the Black Knight on its ass, and that final 4 will do a pilot injury and should be enough to kill it. The risk is if I pop the center torso at this point, it's over, and all this has been a waste of time.
Commander?
Yeah. You're not doing anything. I'm going to stand you sideways so your torso and arm protects you, and
Position
then I'm
confirmed.
going to bunker you down, and you don't exist here anymore. You don't have much mech left. Yeah, shoot the Highlander all you want. It's 90 tons and built like a brick shithouse. It does not care. You don't have enough missiles.
Reporting.
Yeah.
Plain and simple, you don't have enough missiles. Let's take... That's actually surprisingly low hit chances there. I do a precision strike here, except I... Well, I wouldn't want to take another hit to the head. We'll do a precision strike here, except really don't want to waste the points on it. Just rip off most of the so the Highlander can go through and kill everything afterwards. G'day Somerset, how's it going? Just trying to catch up with chat while we're at it here. When you right click on the mech and hover over the tip diagram for a couple of seconds. Yep, that's... G'day Mags. Nice to finally catch a live stream. Happy New Year and hope 2022 is a good year to you. Oh, it's been a relatively good start. Nothing negative's been going on. It's been a pretty quiet start overall.
Yes, Commander.
Which is good. But the worst thing that's happened to me is I got a little crispy.
Roger that.
In a 40-degree day just after New Year's, and it was a little bit sore for a couple of days. You should know better. I've been living in the country forever and a day. You know, since birth. You'd think I'd remember the sun is hot, but yeah, occasionally forget. Precision strike on the leg. I'm going to pull the SRM6 and just run the SRM4 double plus the AC5 and the Meads. The SRM6 is going to be a little bit of a shotgun. Hopefully this is enough to pop that leg and not the torso.
Engaging target.
No. That leg is still hanging in there. A Black Knight with no arms and an injured leg isn't engaging my dragon in melee.
That shot went internal.
There's a skit about this somewhere, I'm sure. Alright, I wanted to... Aim shot Gauze rifle, 9 ammo remaining, just the Gauze rifle. On the leg, please.
Engaging target.
Misses completely. I'm gonna fire my pilot at this point.
Got an armor breach. Internals are taking damage.
It's, you know, just for those watching who may not have seen Battletech before, just in case there's there need anybody else who hasn't caught a stream or played the game, I could have ended.
That really hurts.
That's a problem.
I'm losing weapon system.
I could have ended this battle quite a few turns ago, but I'm trying to specifically take that Black Knight down in a way that I can actually keep the mech after the battle.
Yes, Commander.
If I was only trying to destroy the mech, it would be dead and
Standing
done,
by.
long done by now. Yeah, that's a problem. The dragon's now taking damage. I'm going to have to back it off. If it was any other mech at this point, I'd give up. I want the Black Knight, though. And we don't have enough for another precision strike. So if I fire, it's going to be a general shot. And the front and rear armor of the Black Knight are gone now. SRM4, AC5.
Taking the top. Hostile removed.
That was a gamble. I only get one past the Black Knight, so everything I've done in the last 20 minutes has basically been worthless, and all the damage I've taken has been unnecessary.
Internal structure damage.
Waiting for orders.
God damn it.
Copy.
And she's overheated to hell.
I'm receiving you.
And Archangel can't do anything.
Racing for impact.
Alicat, the game does love shooting up marauders so much I stopped using them. Yeah, I like it. I like the bonuses I get out of it, but I might have to start doing the same thing because this is getting a little nuts. I'm kind of regretting bringing the dragon as well. I probably should have brought the Warhammer. Alright, let's turn all of these back on. Who goes first? You.
All weapons.
Inspired. Actually, in hindsight, I probably should have taken out the Griffin just to remove the PVC from the field.
Losing armor.
Now the dragons. Left leg destroyed, pilot head hit.
Commander, I'm wounded.
And a knockdown. That's 3 injuries on that pilot.
Damn it. Commander, I'm hit.
I'm ready.
I can't do anything with you.
Reporting.
And that's still going to overheat. I'll keep those 2 meads out. SRM4's at 45%. The head injury on the Archer pilot must be messing with her accuracy badly. Precision strike, counter it. So actually, let's keep the mead lasers in. Let's pull the LRMs out. Center torso, just core this thing. Start ripping that armor off the center torso and get rid of it. And Baruch's dead. And the dragon is destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
Oh. Shit.
That's the end of that.
Venting heat and stabilizing.
I'm going to need more. Need more. What did I just target then?
All weapons.
For some reason, at the moment, my main pilot can't seem to aim for shit either. Just missed with the Gauss rifle at that range. That when the Archer is not in anything that should be affecting targeting ability.
Waiting for orders.
I can't
It seems
do.
like the game is fucking with you.
Yeah, this is not going well.
Moving.
And there goes the order of it.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
Nope, that's the rest of its armor on the front if it had any left
Order.
going. how did the Griffin... Alright, I'm confused. How did the Griffin get a shot on me from there when I do not have line of sight to the Griffin with a direct fire weapon? Because that was an SRM hit. And if it doesn't have line of sight, it shouldn't be able to lock me with LRM, so it shouldn't have been able to hit anyway. Because there's no line of sight there. That was a bullshit shot. The Griffin shouldn't have been able to fire on the Marauder.
Ready for orders. Roger that.
Get it back into the tree lines, but now it's going to get bombarded by the Archer, although... Again, 40, 40, 40, 30, 30. I'm going to lose this Marauder.
That's not good.
Next turn. When the Archer fires, it's going to shoot... No, the Archer's going to... No, Archer's going to shoot the Archer.
Yeah, but that would still lose the Marauder,
losing a lot of armor here.
I think. Or does ejection preserve the mech?
Ejection preserves the mech, but...
Engage.
I lose the bonus from it.
Yeah.
And it brings me down to 2 mechs. Yeah, I'm going to have to eject the pilot. Yeah, the Trebuchet's coming around to fire on as well.
Warning.
Another pilot head hit.
Warning.
This mission is really trying to screw you.
This mission is a cunt. Look, let's not mince works here. This is a bit of shit for what this is. It's another... The pilot skill seems to be incredibly high for the enemy mechs. They did have a couple of really good mechs, but the dice rolls as well. I'm getting fucked on RNG. Really badly. Need the precision strike to try and take out the rear armor. Because the Griffin's got to go, because if I don't get rid of the Griffin, the next set of shots that are going to come in are going to kill this Marauder, so... Nah. Griffin's taken it as well. The amount of damage I'm managing to lash... Well, the amount of damage I'm managing to lash out is really low as well. Another head hit. Fuck, I wish I was this accurate when it comes to head hits. Everything's landing for them.
Commander. Affirmative.
Looks like the Archer's overheated itself in the process, though, so that's something. Wow, I critted a medium laser.
That was a critical hit.
With an alpha strike. Yay. How far can I get this back? Let's jump. Center torso. Kill this fucking thing. Please. Yes, alright. That's better.
Enemy.
That's better. That gets rid of the big heavy. Now the question is, can I kill the Griffin and the Trebuchet before either one of them kills the Marauder?
Armor breach. Internal damage.
At the very least, for all the hits this thing has taken and for how fucked it is, it's still intact. Both arms are still on it, all of its internals are fine, and everything is still functioning. I think it's going to melt itself on this next shot.
But you have to melt itself in order to potentially survive it. So
if I pull the large, it's going to cause an overheat. If I pull the large and the PPC out, double plus, 2 meads, and he misses. Misses the torso with all 3 weapons.
Copy.
The archer is about to overheat, but the archer can melee the trebuchet. Sorry, I'm not reading too much chat at the moment, guys. I'm trying to work out how to get myself out of this. And the Griffin is now going to take the shot that's probably going to kill the Marauder. At the very least, the arms should fall off and then the torso should explode before the CT goes. I hope.
nothing.
Yeah, amazingly, no. I'm not sure how. But I'll take it.
Our Jesus thought it was you taking that turn, so it gave it the accuracy that you had.
LRM out. Let's strip the Gauss rifle out. Or
multi-strike is also a possibility.
Yeah, actually, that is a point. Let's go target A, target B. A. No, I want target B. Yeah, we'll see how that is. Yeah, it's not great numbers, is it?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, there's too much evasion on the Griffin, so maybe just put the LIM-20s on the Griffin to strip some of that evasion off.
Or 60%, but it strips all the evasion away. If that Gauss rifle lands, it'll kill it.
How much hit points left on the center torso?
Well, it doesn't matter if I somehow, well, once again, don't manage to land.
Orders?
Alright.
Yeah, because then the LIM-20s might have been a better choice instead of the Gauss rifle.
I'm going to blow Vigilance on Archangel to try and keep him alive for one more round. And brace.
Holding here.
The Lance command mod's now destroyed.
Getting my ass kicked.
We've got the rear of the Trebuchet here exposed. I'm taken to calling it now, thanks to Buddy Bog.
Affirmative.
And the Trebuchet of shit. Although I don't actually mind trebuchets. They're at least earlier.
Like my trebuchet.
At least early in the game, they're not terrible when it comes to when it comes to a support mech. I usually keep one around.
Yeah.
Alright, let's...
Nice fire support mechs.
Now we get all the bonuses. Alright, we should be able to... Who do we want to delete first? SRM6 off. Let's conserve the... Oh, yeah, that's true. Let's give it... There's only 4 shots left, only 2 mechs remaining. Kill it, please! You're fucking with me. After all of that. After all of that. After all of the bullshit. After destroying the mechs I actually wanted to cover, it finally pulls a fucking headshot.
Wonderful. Chef's kiss. Oh, can't get away with nothing, eh?
Alright, we can sprint the Marauder over the hill line. Now that the Griffin isn't there, we can sprint the Marauder away. There's not actually much that I can do with the Archer here at all. Except throw it in the water and cool it off. I can't make the melee range. Just grab that new evasion bonus. Moving 1 block over. And the Trev is trying to chase down the Marauder. It's going to run up the hill and try and shoot over the hill.
Oh, God.
Run away! Run away!
Oh.
This has not gone well. This is really, really not going well. In every possible way, it cannot go well. Although, this guy's about to have a really bad day as well. That's the last of them. Let's dust off and go home. That could have gone much better. That could have gone much, much better. Oh. Alright, so now I can actually catch up with Shaq. You need a Battlemaster. I definitely need a Battlemaster. Maybe get the simulators up and going on the ship. That's what I'm working for at the moment. I've got to get the final pod up and running, which is what I'm doing now. I just spent the 2.7-ish million to bring that one online. And once it's completed, I can get the last pod.
What you actually need is an insurance company stupid enough to, well, cover your fucking mercenary company.
Yeah, I think that was payback for how good New Year's went. Every single one, yeah. Bruck's dead. The dragon, which was my good dragon with all the double plus, with the 2 double plus weapons on it, that's basically vaporized. The Marauder's lost its Lance Command Pod, which is one of the key reasons I like it. I'm not sure if that's repairable or replaceable either.
I think that one gets replaced for free because it's hardwired into the Marauder.
Yeah, well, I can't recall.
We'll find out. It gets automatically.
And most of my team, mostly my main team, is out for 35 days on Shocker. Barak's dead. 28 days on Archangel. Another 14 days on my main pilot. From a headshot that wouldn't have had an issue with if the double plus had survived from the last battle. At least the Highlander once again proves it's the toughest mech around by not taking anything. Its only issue is it was about to run out of Gauss rifle ammo, and everything has taken bad damage. This is not gone well. And
Yeah.
it's all shit. And one part of the Black Knight, which I have one for, so I'm on 2 for a BL6. I've already got an Archer, I don't need a second one. Well, it might be the option to take. I didn't have a part of the C1 catapult. Don't care about anything else here. And the one mech I actually get parts on is the Griffin, which I could give a fuck less about as well. We'll take the Archer part, and we'll take the catapult parts because they're the most valuable. And you've only got a single plus accuracy mead. And don't care about the rest, so we'll see. We got the trebuchet part. Yay! 10 million in salvage. None of it usable. Well, that was disappointing. Kind of embarrassing to get my ass kicked that badly too. That's probably the worst RNG I've had on any mission so far. Yeah, Baraka's dead. Yep. That will be our third one down. Yeah, we need to do some mech repairs. No shit. Well, I need to train myself another scout. That is unfortunate. 3 down. Behemoth, Glitch, and Barak.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
Yeah, you should sue the pirates for being anti-Semites.
You do not have to use the Gauze rifle every turn, otherwise the recoil penalties kill the accuracy. Yeah, but where's the fun in that, alley cat? I was having a bit of luck then, bad luck then. Normally, even the previous rounds where I've ran the Gauze rifle heavily, it normally lands. And it's usually the Gauze rifle carves out a chunk of the armor, and then everything else on the Highlander just rips the mech to pieces. But just not having much luck on this side. Well, in Battletech lore, the Mad is considered one of the toughest mechs in the sphere. Yeah, this is true, but the numbers don't pan out when you actually look at them. Always called the Trench Bucket, of course, HS. Aaron Jesus is a comic, yes. That just pisses me off at the end. That headshot, perfect headshot on the final shot that was meant to just straight kill the mech after all the mechs that I actually wanted missed out. That's just getting trolled by Aaron Jesus. So many games pull that on you. Ammo explosions on tanks with 2 HP. Magazine detonations on nearly dead ships. Yeah. So then a free Griffin. Nah, I wouldn't bother recovering the Griffin. In comparison, it's better to have the spare parts on the mechs that I only got 1 piece on than collecting the 3 parts I need to complete the construction of the Griffin. Because I'm never going to use the Griffin. It's only going to be converted to cash, and there's other ways to get cash. I've got another mech I can sell right now just to make money. The parts, however, if I can come across another piece... I didn't get the Black Knight, but I had 1 piece in the hangar, and I got a 2nd piece. So I've only got to find 1 more, either by just straight up destroying the next Black Knight I find and not screwing around with it, just put it on its ass, take the piece and be done with it, or I can check the stores and potentially find one, and then I've got one. So the pieces are worth more.
This is an all-ship announcement. As a reminder, pets are not allowed aboard the Argo. If you're out on shore leave and you see something fluffy...
It might be better if it didn't get replaced, repaired.
in its native habitat.
The Highlander will need a new paint job. Yeah, that's about all the Highlander will ever need. It's just a beast. I love that thing. Although I would prefer an Atlas. Time to start a recruitment drive. Yeah, I was already in the process of that. That was one of my pilots in training. Did you get any more pilots after the end of the last stream? Only the 2 I picked up at the end of it, so I'm going to have to add more. High Guts adds recoil resist bonuses. Yeah, that's why I'm working on Guts on the main pilot now, although he's reasonably high already. But it does need to be higher. The main pilot Hunter, he's on Guts 7, and yeah, I'm working him up at this point. Actually, where
Standing
are the
by.
points at now? No. Archangel can stay. I need
Standing
his
by.
gunnery up. Decker is the same.
Orders.
Garajet hasn't been run. I can put more points in. Actually, I'll throw that point in there. Oh, actually, indirect fire penalty. Nah. Go for guts. So
Mech
I'll take
warrior
that one.
training complete.
Waiting for orders.
At the moment, I'm just basically filling Hunter out in the main areas. Save Medusa's points for the final gunnery point.
All mech techs to the mech lab. I repeat, all mech techs to the mech lab.
Shocker was being built as a second Hunter. So yeah, we will take the point in gunnery and then push into breaching shot, and then we'll start working guts up 2 points.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And we're going to need some new people. So, hiring hall. We'll check this planet out. We're probably going to leave here now. There's no point in hanging around. The missions, I'm looking for assassination missions primarily. We've bought out most of the store, and the missions that are left over are just kind of trash. 55,000 defender. I really need a scout. Gunnery 4, piloting 4, guts 2, tactics 4. And tactics 4 is good. So Marvel here isn't a bad option. A little bit more expensive, but it does get rid of some of the bullshittery. Although training won't be too long because we've got some decent work going on the pods. Razorback.
Good to go.
Right here.
Oof, I just had a German light cruiser pressure cook itself into the ocean.
Receiving you.
Commander.
Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts.
Ah.
1890s campaign. Flash fires.
I do need to start that campaign. I've got it all installed on. I haven't messed around with it. Actually, I might even do that as an upcoming stream as a break from Battletech. I might actually have to start getting an Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought campaign running.
Standing by.
Waiting for orders.
But yeah, I'll take the extra points. I'll
Yes,
take
Commander.
Marvel for the extra points. I'm not interested in this skill set, so he's not much more expensive, but I'm just not interested in the skills. I need somebody I can set up as a second scout, and basically the very next point I can spend, I can start doing that. So we'll take Marvel. And take Captain
mech
Marvel here
warriors
and
available.
start turning her into something useful. And should I...
Sounds like a plan.
I'm here.
Waiting for club. Good to go.
No, we'll wait to see what's in the new planet that we go to. Alright, so... we have to do some refitting here to put the put this girl back together, repair all. So yeah, it looks like the Lance Command mod has been repaired. So we lost 2 heat sinks, a PPC, and a medium laser. Put heat sinks down the center. I'm not putting double plus equipment on this mech because it just takes too much fire. There we go. Mead laser. Actually, I should probably pull. I'll leave them in, but I really should pull them out.
This is an all-ship announcement.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start looking around for another mech. I'm going to have to strip this out.
If you're up for shore leave,
That repairs all. So,
open for potential candidates.
9 days to put that one back together. That's actually not too bad for the Marauder.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Archer, we can just... should be able to straight repair because it didn't lose any components. So only 1 day and it was fairly minor damage. That was just shots getting through and hitting the pilot. There's a lot of headshots is what the Archer took for the most part. Oh, this one's going to be painful. Dragon. Yeah, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. The whole thing's gone.
That is not a pretty sight.
No, it's not. Alright, so we've got an AC5. I'm going to repair these one at a time just so I can remember what goes into everywhere. I don't remember how many lances you can take at any one time. In the default game, only one lance, unfortunately. I'm not sure about the mods. I think the mods, which I'll be playing once I finish off the campaign here, I think you can deploy more. I know you can deploy vehicles in at least one of them. And I don't have a spare double plus AC5, so we'll just have to put in a standard. What was in the leg? We only had SRM ammo in the leg. So that's fine. Center torso, SRM4 and the SRM6. Which I am not bolting in the triple plus. I'm saving that one for a better mech. The Dragon's not that good to be worth that. It looks like it was just a Meade laser in that torso. So stripping this one down to base equipment. And there's a Meade laser over there as well. Alright, so that makes sense. And that is the Dragon. You're going to play with your armor a little bit too. Drop it to 40. Across all the rears. $80. Let's put an extra ton. An extra, yeah, put an extra bit over there. 75 on the right arm, 70, 130, 130, 180 on the front. Makes the Dragon a little bit more exposed in the rear. But the way these battles are going, the way I'm using this thing at the moment, it's probably going to need the more armor at the front to be able to survive. We're getting into some bigger mechs now. So it's going to be $500,000 down to put that one back together. So that basically chews up all the money we earned in that last match. Might just want to sell it. Nah, I kind of still need to have the Dragons floating around for my secondary at the moment. That's why I was so interested in the Black Knight. If I could have picked up the Black Knight, I could have cycled out one of the Dragons and had it as the replacement, and that would have been fine. But it's just where I'm at. So I'll double check contracts anyway, just to make sure there's nothing else here that's popped up that's useful. We've still got the Black Site mission here. That's a recovery. I'm not really interested in that one. Don't really want to work for the pirates, and don't interested in destroying a base, and we haven't got access to that one. So navigation. The next stream we do, we're going to pick up the next set of missions for the actual campaign to move it on. Done 2 now, where I'm searching around. Untran. What do we got? Barren Empty World is testament to the devastation of the Succession Wars. Military installations here were bombarded from orbit, and the climate was irreparably damaged by orbital strikes. Battlefield World. Moons, rocky world. Token population uninhabited. 60,000, 14 days. That'll be enough to get some mechs fixed, or very close to fixed. That's probably going to be our option to go on, because it's a battlefield world, so there might be some decent salvage there. So we're going to set a course. And off we go. 3062 and RT let you take 2 full lances and a 3rd vehicle lance. Yep. Yeah, 3062... Rogue Tech is the mod that I'm not interested in playing too much at the moment. I like the timeline's advancing correctly. And the two I was looking at, I can't actually remember. No, 3062 is one of them. I think the other one was just Battletech Advanced. Is the two that I'm going to play through. Because Battletech Advanced, if I'm remembering it correctly, Battletech Advanced starts in 3025, which is when this is based, and plays through to 3057, and has the full Innisphere map, a whole bunch of other stuff unlocked, and as time advances, the map changes based on events that are actually happening, so you actually see the clan invasion occurring, and the clan invasion corridor actually shows up, and you can head up there and fight the clans if you want to lose your entire lance the second you encounter them.
Ready to go over financials,
which I will, of course. And then there's 3062, which starts at the FedCom Civil War and plays on from there. Those are the two mods that I want to play through next, and one after the other. So as soon as the campaign is completed for, or the career is completed for Battletech Advanced, then I'm going to clear it up and install on 3062 and start a new one. And play through the timeline up to like 3100 or whatever it plays to. Alright, so operating expenses. We are going to have to keep it a little bit lower. We're not going to be doing the morale effect this time. We've lost a little too much. That was a bit too expensive. 3.1 million. We're still doing alright. We are still in transit. We've got 1 day till we arrive. So my pilot Hunter will be back out by the time we get there. We'll still have some mechs to fix.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Some mods can take 2 or 3 lances. Don't forget to scrub out the cockpit. Yeah, with the hose. Right, visit store. Let's see what we have here. Well, that's not great, but what we're really interested in seeing is mech. Oh. Alright, so I take it the battlefield here has been picked clean. That is some pretty barren store. That is some really barren store.
Alternatively, it was a nuclear battlefield and everything is just shit.
Actually,
Slacked.
Bombarded from orbit by warships during the Succession Wars. If it was the first Succession War, yeah, that's entirely possible. That is entirely possible. Well, we'll just check to see what contracts are here, and if there's nothing much, we'll move on.
Secure all loose gear about the mech bay.
Okay, so clandestine research, capture base, yeah. Compelling Confederation recovery mission. Of course, the assassination mission is for the pirates. Of course, it's for the pirates. Anybody else? Destroy base, and these both travel to Untran. 12 days. There's a battle. That one might be worth doing next, just to pay for our costs to move over and actually do the to do this one. 12 days transfers, everything's all paid up, and we get some more reputation with the Capellans, so we can unlock, because we're in their space, so the space that they're occupying at the moment. So want to develop better reputation to get access to the better missions. We might have to do this one for the pirates first, though. An assassination mission's too much to give up. I don't really like it, but those are the missions that I'm after. Assassination missions are always guaranteed to have at least one nice mech floating around in them. Alright, Commander, we need an immediate deployment. We're in pursuit of a... It's hard for me to overstate what a terrible idea it is to go into a mission with no terrain intel. There could be anything down there. I'm less concerned with that. Oh, alright, so the upside of this one, this is interesting, because pirates normally hate my guts, and they are offering me 500,000 and 4/17 salvage without negotiation.
That's
very generous. That is very generous.
So, assault mechs?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be bringing the dragon this time.
No, I meant on the other side.
Hoping one. Warhammer. Yes, Warhammer. Highlander, Warhammer, Marauder, and Archer. Although tempted to pull the Marauder this time, but I don't really have anything to replace it with either. Alright, and I want the top gunnery pilots that I have. Since the Marauder keeps getting targeted, let's put Medusa in the Marauder. So if I have to back the Marauder off, Marauder's good as a sniper platform, gunnery 9, and if I have to back the Marauder off, I can still sensor lock from in cover, which will support everything else. Archangel would be my other ideal one here, but he's still out on injury. We're gonna a newbie's gonna get to drive the Archer in this. Deck is gonna have to take the Warhammer out. And Gorge at a Marvel 4-3, 4-3, 3. Now let's take Gorget out. And the Archer again. Alright. It's a trap. Yeah, I'm not having great thoughts. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Hey Madden, yeah, Happy New Year's, mate. A bit late. It's all right. It's okay. We're still in January. It's fine. Everybody still catches up post-January. I mean, this is the first stream I've gotten up since New Year's Day. Sorry about that too, by the way, guys. Was torn up with some family stuff. You know, doing the rounds, and then I had myself buried for a week working on that P40 design, or a little bit less than a week, but buried in working on that P40 design pretty much every single day. This is why I said in previous streams I'm taking the entirety of January off. I'm going to need it to be able to hit the designs that need to be done.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, that was interesting. We have rain. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get it all done. What type of Black Knight part did you pick up? Just the, oh god, I can't remember what it is now. Just the standard, I think it's 6, the standard 6. I have got a part for the Royal Black Knight sitting in the hangar as well, so the SLDF Black Knight, but I haven't found any other parts for it. That's why I've been looking to go to the to places where there were former Star League bases and battlefields. That's why I'm checking those out. I'm looking for parts for the rest of the Royal Black Knight. I just, unfortunately, haven't found any yet. That looks like it was just a quick draw. If the target mission target is only a quick draw, we have severely overdone ourselves with this. Maybe they just had a Black Friday sale. That's a possibility as well. And that's a lot of salvage on an assassination. Yeah, it seems a little too generous, doesn't it? Just a little too generous.
Affirmative.
Aye, aye.
Probably have 2 go down here and get into the forest.
Standing by.
Actually, probably have the whole lot go down this way. That'd be the smart move.
Position confirmed.
Good pilots are sadly in recovery. Well, yeah, we've got 3. It's just unfortunate we've got 1 down, and I keep losing them before I can train them up at this point. I've had a couple of bad runs. We've lost 2 really good pilots and 1 potentially good pilot in the future if she survives training.
Location confirmed.
Too bad that your training involves live fire exercises with uncooperative targets.
Orders.
Alright, so that's the edge of the map here. We haven't got a whole lot of map in general. A bit of a wide look.
On my way.
What do you need?
Marauder into the
Moving out.
trees. Decker on a more right-hand pan. And we don't have any contacts here at all either. Nothing so far.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
Yeah, let's put the Highlander over here because it can just jump straight up the hill. Alright, we have contacts. Finally! That's just unknown mech. Not exactly what I would call useful information. Warhammer will have to go up the gap. Marauder will have to go up as well.
Heading out.
These German light cruisers are just not meant to be shot at.
$60-ton. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a quick draw. That kind of sucks.
What's up, boss?
Quick draw, 60 tons. Like 60 tons is still a good weight, but I've got a quick draw, and they're not. I'm getting into the point where I need heavy mechs that have armor, or I need assault mechs. The quick draw's a little squishy. The quick draw's really just a fat medium, a well-armed fat medium. It's a good mech, but it just can't take much of a hit.
Orders.
I'm going to do It's going to be a bit, maybe a bit stupid, but a sprint with the Marauder forward, see what we can find. I had one where the target was Cicada. That mission proved tough. Yeah, actually, that's something that I'm slightly concerned about. If this guy decides to run,
Confirmed.
I don't have anything to run down a target. And the quick draw is quick enough. Tallies, they're hiding. Yep, survival of the fittest. In this case, luckiest. Hey, Marauder takes the first hit. To be fair, it's furthest forward, and it's only a quick draw, so that's fine. Alright, so let's do a jump.
Engaging jump jets.
90 tons flying. Alright, let's open up with an Alpha Strike.
All weapons committed.
Primary target is taking damage.
Well, SRM4 critted on the first one. Left torso gone, left arm gone, pilot injured, negative
The
evasion.
target is retreating, Commander. Eliminate it before it escapes.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yes, Commander.
I'm curious, where are the supporting forces at this point? Because we haven't detected any. I'm going to have to sprint the Warhammer to get it into a position where we can actually engage with it. The next turn we'll be able to fire.
Yep.
Alright, out and wide.
Got it.
And I'm going to precision strike with the Marauder and see if we can peel off a leg to slow that quick draw down. I don't want it to run.
Roger.
A knockdown? I'll take a knockdown. That works. Pilot injured.
Good to go.
And Archer through the
copy.
center just to bring the SRMs into range. And turn those LRMs off, we don't need those. I'm not really interested in recovering the quick draw, so...
Taking the shot.
Well, that was easy. Alright, let's hope there's something not shit in the supporting lance if we can find it. So that's our evac zone. And we have no contacts anywhere else, so... Is there something... wait, oh, hang on. Hello. We have mechs. What do we got? Unknown, unknown, and unknowns. We have no scouts in range. We'll have to do something about that. We'll just brace up for the moment. Most likely the trap here is a heavy unit between you and your evac. Honestly, I'm kind of hoping...
Waiting for orders.
That would be really good if it was. Then it's just a matter of picking the mechs that we actually want to keep. Alright, so we've got a 65 tonner over here.
Potential for a shitty pun?
Mm-hmm.
So, Max. What is a large piece of fabric that you can use to cover something up?
I don't know, Tal. What is a large piece of fabric you can use for covering something up?
It's a tarp!
I'm going to have to see your dad license after that one. Hand it over. It must be inspected. I don't think you were I don't think you were licensed for that.
I absolutely was licensed for that.
Then there is something you have not been telling me, my friend. I'm going to brace the Warhammer for the next turn. Alright, so we've got a 65 tonner up here. Hopefully that's something good. Down here, this is just, yeah, they're nothing too interesting. We'll get the Marauder into a position where we can snipe down on them. Just move it up to here.
I did ask for permission at least.
Yeah, alright. So I'll take partial blame for that. And watch, they're all assaults. No, it doesn't look that way. Looks like we've got one heavy, and the rest of the lance is mediums. Unless there is a fourth rather, that we haven't detected yet. And we still have no eyes on exactly what that one is. But I can get eyes on it.
On the move.
Let's see what the 65 tonner is. It's a Thunderbolt. Not great, not terrible.
Copy that.
I don't mind Thunderbolts. Alright, let's see what the tow rags down here that we're going to deal with are. And we have a fourth. There's a fourth. Alright, so we've got a Phoenix Hawk and a Javelin down here. Got direct line of sight to the Javelin. LRM 20s, SRM 6, basically everything up there. The Highlander with the high ground, it's just going to make a mess of this thing, so we'll just delete that.
Engaging target.
I'm surprised nothing fell off the Javelin then, to be perfectly honest. Somerset Housecull says, well, Tal, I liked it. You're a sick man, Somerset. And the last one's a Panther.
minimal.
The thing that I like with puns is
Orders?
you do actually have to have a bit of A, humor, and B, brains to come up with one.
Roger.
That is actually good.
Yeah, that is actually good is the key words there, Tal.
Come on, that one was good.
I don't mind puns.
Confirmed.
You have 2 PPCs back to the Panther.
Waiting for orders.
On the upside, at least nothing seems to be focusing the Marauder this
Move
time.
into position.
Maybe they've finally had enough. Yeah, let's pull the large laser out because we can get 2 full cycles, double PPC, double MEAD lasers on target.
Copy that.
Before we have to run a cooldown turn. Madden says we Germans get no license for jokes. No, everybody can have a license with jokes, especially for dad jokes. You got to have a kid. That's the rules.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have a kid.
Yeah, so I have 3
Standing
kids.
by.
I'm qualified for level 3 dad jokes if I need to. I am lethal at a Christmas table.
Me too, depending on what it's being served for eating.
Coordinates received.
Alright, we need... I'll keep those LRMs in. Pull... Or... we pull them... I kind of want the damage spam. Now pull the MEAD lasers out, just cycle the SRMs and the LRMs. I want the missile damage peel off the Thunderbolt's armor.
Roger.
Just general missile shotgunning the crap out of it. Structure exposed, cool. One of the components has just been blown open. That's what I want. Alright, now, what horrible things to do to you poor mechs. The Javelin. Actually, they're all hiding reasonably well. The Panther's in partial cover. I can only get the Javelin in direct fire. And I have no direct line of sight of the Phoenix Hawk. The AI has played a smart position here. God damn it. Right. Alright, let's fire up the Gauss rifle and see if we can just delete the Panther.
All weapons committed.
Oh, yep, we can. Just delete the Panther. We didn't even need the missiles. The missiles were overkill. Panther gone. Done.
Enemy mech
Center torso
destroyed.
blown. Fission reactor gone.
Somerset, while I appreciate the gesture, I'd rather not. Mostly for the reason that even if I had a plastic pelander, I would find a way to make
Receiving
it
you.
go, oh no, I'm dead.
On the move.
So putting a human child into my care would be, what's the word? Irresponsible.
Tell if I have one spare fuel. Ah, now one day, Tell. One day.
Here it comes.
Maybe.
Kids are great. I love my kids.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Especially at the moment. I'll be able to, tomorrow lunchtime, I'll be spending most of the day at my son's dojo, watching him do his first karate for the year.
Nice.
He's back to it as of tomorrow. Looking forward to it. And the way him and my youngest have been fighting recently, I have a sneaking suspicion I reckon my youngest is probably going to be picking himself up a dogi very soon. Yeah, I reckon he's going to have the dogi on us very soon as well. And at this point, I'm going to have to pick it up just so that in a year's time, both my sons don't gang up and just beat the living shit out of me.
I mean, in a year's time, you can still sit on them.
At the rate he's with how good his kicks are going, and how high he's kicking, and how hard he's kicking now, and
okay, fair enough.
Okay, maybe I'll be able to sit on him, assuming he doesn't drop me on my ass with a side kick before I get there.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's pull the LRMs out and let's fire up a couple of the meats.
And given that it's your kids, it's entirely possible that they would do that.
Oh, they absolutely would do that. Oh, we got a hit on the pilot's head then, that's good. Now, I don't really need to melee with this thing. I don't really want the Phoenix Hawk. I don't really want to shoot. I can go up to there. See if we can get a good shot on the Thunderbolt from here. Precision strike. Go for the head. You know, we've got all this salvage. I wouldn't mind trying to recover it.
All weapons committed.
Left arm's destroyed. Right arm's destroyed. We did hit the head. We got a head hit in there. And we got a knockdown, so that's going to be a third injury to the pilot. Pilot injured. Mech not down yet though, so it's a minimum 4 health pilot again. That's so cute. I'm gonna punch it.
Ready for orders.
I mean, bonus marks for style and trying, but still.
Yeah, so somebody might be a little
Commander. Good to go.
A little optimistic there.
Moving out.
Alright, Warhammer out of the way. Let's pull one of the Meads out. Yeah, that's not how this works. Machine guns as well. Although it looks like it actually managed to get through some of the rear armor.
Breached. Internal
Actually,
damage.
it breached the rear armor. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
It's going to have to die now. Actually, I'm going to have to melee with the Marauder. Not ideal, but...
Waiting for orders.
Right, now we have a cooldown on the Archer.
Location confirmed.
I'm meleeing our guy down here. Jump jet destroyed.
Solid connection on that one.
Oh, Thunderbolt's going to get back up. But... stray shot, it just shot its own javelin in the back of the head with one of those missiles. Alright. So I said I was going to punch it, so...
Engaging physical attack.
Alright, that was less than what I was after. Oh no, there's a knockdown. Okay, I'll take the knockdown. That's fine. Panther destroyed and the German starts to cry. Wrong Panther Madden, you sure? I just remember, Mags, you can always sweep the leg. Yeah, the problem is he's going to learn that before I do, and I'm getting old.
You have more leg to sweep.
Yeah, I have more leg to sleep. I'm getting older, and I've never been incredibly fit, or at least I haven't been incredibly fit, or even fit since I was a teenager. So, although I'm definitely getting better in that regard. It's part of the reason why I want to.
Putting my weight into it.
Why I'm thinking about picking up karate as well. There we go. Set it also destroyed. Finish all down. That was actually really good from the Warhammer too. Just use those arms as battering rams. Part of the reason why I'm thinking about picking it up too, just to work on flexibility and fitness and everything else. Try and keep all the limbs and everything else working. I'm just getting old enough now that I need to start considering that
Yes,
I want these bits to continue working for a little while longer just yet.
Locked on for physical attack.
Nice! And the Marauder gets its revenge.
Hostile eliminated.
I figure karate's not a bad way to do it.
What's up, boss?
I did say I wanted to keep 2022 as being the year that I actually spend more time away from the computer and outside and doing things. Now, if we're lucky, this melee attack from the archer is going to pop a torso, which will do a pilot injury.
Engaging.
No, unfortunately we're not. Uncle used to swear by yoga, or was it yogurt? I can't remember. Yeah, no, yoga isn't for me. I think something where I'm working on flexibility, but I'm still punching things might be might be the better option. All right, now we have to get tricky because I wouldn't mind recovering the Thunderbolt here. So precision strike. We only want the torso. And I'm going to do it with the Gauss rifle, which is at 95. And we have breaching shot. Come on.
Engaging target.
Left torso destroyed. Pilot incapacitated.
Enemy mech
That
destroyed.
was what was supposed to happen with the Black Knight. That's a recovered mech. 3 parts. We've got that one. That's ours. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Thunderbolt, but we've got a Thunderbolt.
Mission successful.
According to some experts, the best way to counter martial artists is with a different martial art. Yeah, this is why, if you roll back the clock a little bit to the 70s, most of the martial arts that were popular in fighting, outside of boxing, which has always been sort of something that was in, physical combat sports, most were floating around variations on karate. Or, I forget what it is called. I forget what the Korean martial art was. The Korean martial art was really popular, which is, pardon?
Taekwondo.
No, not Taekwondo. Taekwondo came later. There's a South Korean variation of karate, but I can't remember what it is. But they mostly floated around that sort of an area. Then mixed martial arts started coming in more. It advanced up. 90s was very Taekwondo, and then MMA started becoming a thing, which is essentially taking the best parts of multiple martial arts and mixing them together. And that's why if you look at any competitive fighting tournament that actually allows for you to select or have whatever fighting style you have, it's not specific. Like boxing is just boxing. Kickboxing is just kickboxing. MMA, you have whatever you happen to want, and they can mix it up. If you look at all the top competitors, they've all got a combination. Like MMA, that's what it is. For the most part, as I understand it, the basis for most MMA fighters is kickboxing. Boxing and kickboxing is the basis, and then they tend to take on things like Taekwondo and a few others as well. Judo is apparently fairly popular for holds at the moment as well. But yeah, it tends to be a mix to try and eliminate the weaknesses of whatever particular martial art, whatever martial art's there, and work on whatever the stronger points are and put together a combination that's effective.
Well, that's going to learn the Germans not to operate 2 battleships without any escorts near the British coast.
Alright, so...
Went at them with 8 torpedo boats. All the torpedo boats came back. The Germans not so much.
Surprisingly, the Highlander was the only thing that took any damage here, and it got through the rear right-hand armour. But nothing was broken. So, that's good. Now, what have we got? There is the 3 parts for the Thunderbolt. So 1, 2, 3. We've now got a 65 tonner. We might cycle out one of the Dragons for that. We might cycle out one of the Dragons and find a usage in there. That might be the go. Now, what do we take for the rest? Single plus, it's an in-tech medium laser, +1 accuracy. And nothing else really mind-blowing. I suppose I'd take the 60-ton quick draw part just to have it. I might come across some more quick draws down the track and put together something that can, or something that I can sell off that'll pay the bills. And that brings us up to 10 million on salvage anyway. And we got the intact medium single plus medium laser anyway, so we got the upgraded one. MGs, and just a bunch of heat sinks and the rest. So, yeah, nothing too special on the rest of it, but walking away with one part of the quick draw and the full Thunderbolt, that's not terrible. I'll take that in comparison to the last mission. The last mission, yeah, that didn't go quite so well.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Yeah,
One might say that, yes.
SE model is... jump jets. Oh, we'll have to work out what we're going to do with the build on this. Yeah, we'll need some repairs. We need to patch up the... Right. I want to put the Thunderbolt in service. Actually, at this point... Yeah, we can put our trebuchet into storage. And I'll put it in there. Okay, 9 days left on Gamma Pod. We're going to have to bring the stream to a close here in a moment, guys. Anyway, it's 2:51 in the morning, so yeah, it's getting late. But we're going to run through the last of the details here, and I'll get through the last of what's going on with chat. So, financial report, we're still at 29 days out on that. We need to make a little bit of money, that's fine. Shocker's out for 21. Archangel's still out for 14. Dragon's out for 10, and we're 9 days out on that. Let's get down to mech base so I can initiate the repairs that we need, which should be pretty straightforward for the Highlander. Now, let's have a look at our Thunderbolt here. Alright, so LRMs and this LRM, yeah, that change that, Jesus. Yeah, no, we do not put the LRM ammo next to the active fusion reactor underneath the seat that the driver sits in. That's not where we put the LRM ammo.
That sounds like a bit of a bad idea, yes.
Yeah, that's all the bad ideas. The jump jets can stay in the torsos. We'll move the heat sinks. Heat sinks can go on the center torso, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. 3 mediums. 3 mediums and a large. Does seem kinda... I don't know. If I strip, how many... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, we got 4 jump jets. If we pull 2 out... 3. The LRM-10 seems pointless here. Yeah, the LRM-10 actually seems pointless, so let's pull the LRMs out completely. Weapons, missiles, what do we got? No, I'm not pushing the triple plus. Let's go with 2 SRM-6s, because we got 2 missile hard points on this side. Let's give them a ton of ammo each. Which isn't a lot, but should be enough. What's that? Let's get us at 64. Leave the med lasers and the large laser configuration alone as is. Only got 30 armor to the rears here. Drop that to 40 and bring the armor on the front of this up. Maxed out. Pull the armor out of this side. 50. Max the leg armor. Right.
Yeah, not gonna go into a stern chase with 2 more battleships when it's just a light cruiser. Because the battleships are busy running away from my battleship and my heavy cruiser.
5 out there and there. Okay, so 65 tons. We've maxed out the front armor right across the front of this thing. Pull the LRM-10, so it's lost its range, but the LRM-10 on its own isn't much. We've got the large laser, triple mediums, and then twin SRM-6s, which will give this thing a really nasty bite at close range, and enough armor that it should be able to face tank something that's at least 15 tons heavier than it, large enough for it to actually do damage. It's not bad. It could do a better build, but there's not a huge amount else I can do with it. I suppose I could pull the large laser and go for a PPC, but pull the large laser, go for 2 more mediums, and just turn it into a brawler as well. We'll stick for this for the moment. We'll see how that goes, and we'll
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
We'll trim it a little later and see what else. Perhaps judo, gentle art of folding clothes while people are still wearing them. I actually don't know anywhere. I'm sort of limited on options where I am. Remember, I am in rural Victoria as well, so I know basically my options in the area. I have my son's karate dojo, which I wouldn't actually mind doing with him. He really enjoys doing the cutter. I really enjoy watching the cutter, and that could be good to do with him. Bit of a wholesome father-son thing. About half an hour from here, there is a Taekwondo dojo that I could go to as well, and I have thought about doing that. I've been thinking about that one for years, and I've just never acted on it because that was another possibility. Beyond that, there's not really a lot else in the area other than boxing, which I don't really have an interest in. So that's kind of my limits in this area, unfortunately. There's a hell of a lot more down in Melbourne, but I'm not going to drive. Well, I already have to drive, buddy, 2.5 hours to 3 hours each way, depending on traffic. Whenever I pick my daughter up and drop her off, which is once every second weekend, I'll be doing 2 classes a week. I don't want to add 2 more trips a week doing that. It's a bit much. Alright, so Thunderbolt is up and running. Everything else is looking good to go. Contract-wise, we got these 2 to untrain. Recovery, capture base. The battle at Untrain might be the go. Located possible cache of Star League technology in a backwater planet. We've assembled an expert team along with a military force to protect them. They're prepared to investigate, but received word that local pirate organization has also learned of this cache and dispatched their own lance to find and secure it. We'd like you to intercept the hostile lance and destroy it while the Capellan team conducts a thorough search. One guy in a spacebar says the wrong thing and every major power goes scrambling after lost tech. Yeah, that seems about right for the Battletech universe. Alright, so we might actually pick this one up and take it. It's 6. We're going to actually have some good salvage options here. We're going to get a reputation boost, and we might get something nice out of it. But we're not going to do this mission this stream. This is going to be probably the first thing we do next. And again, I'm going to leave this as it is. We've got 451,000 on payment. And we've got 3/15 salvage, which means we take 1 mech off the battlefield and we kick the teeth of some pirates in the process. So, 12 days to travel.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
We will take that and head on our way. Alright, ladies and gents, so I'm going to bring this one to a close. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be trying to hold that thought. A BA 1100N. What happened? You happened to be in the mech bay when Marvel approaches Yang with a question. Chief, I was wondering if you had any BA 1100Ns in stock. I'd really like to get one installed on my mech. Yang looks at you to make sure you're hearing this, then turns back to Marvel and replies, you don't... I'm having trouble reading at the moment. That just sort of kicked in. You don't see those often on the field. Are you sure you want us to install a BA 1100N on your battle mech? Yes, sir, Shocker says. It'll really improve the mech stability.
Nice.
And
nice.
The bit that's cool about this is Marvel is the new pilot, so you would expect Marvel to be the one that gets hazed as well. Yeah, you would expect the hazing to be happening there. Yeah, I haven't seen this one before. I like this one. This is like you know, the AvTech and the Air Force asking the new guy to go down to go down to storage and, you know, get some flight line.
Yeah. I got told to get some SMS post stamps. So, yeah.
Oh, do I explain the prank or do I watch what happens?
Just ask for one for your mech too. Be the idiot.
I'm not sure what to do here. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch what happens. Yang rummages around the old-fashioned clipboard. We track tech that old with printed forms. Write out the part number and we'll start looking for it, he says, handing Marvel a pen. the head of the mech bay is an arsehole. And then he hides his expression with a mechanical hand and waits. Marvel mutters, BA, is there a dash? 1100. She's halfway through the N, freezes and looks at Yang. Chief, what's going on? Yang says, well, Marvel, it looks like you've just been requisitioned a balloon for your mech. We only have red ones, is that okay? Marvel dashes off yelling, Shocker, I'm going to get you for this. As soon as she's gone, you and Yang burst out laughing. Marvel has gained the following traits, low spirits for 14 days. Shocker has gained the following tags for 30 days, high spirits. Okay. I haven't seen that one before. I like that one. That one was really good. That's exactly the kind of bullshit that actually happens.
Yep.
Oh, that was a good way to end the night. All right, ladies and gents. We'll leave it on this balloon here, and we'll end the stream. I'm going to try and have another one sooner, so it should only be a couple of days, if not tomorrow night, that I'll have the next one up. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, take care.
Hey, it's a newbie. I ran out of non-stick glue. Get me some.
Good night, guys.